not muted. Fuck you. Hello! Con lamia, everybody. Welcome. Hello, how are you doing? Hope you're having a good day. Welcome, welcome. Hola, a todo el mundo. Bienvenidos. Espero que tengan un buen día. Hello! Don't worry. There's probably gonna be scuff. Like, let's be honest here. There probably is going to be some scuff. But at least I'm not starting right away with it, right? Right, at least. Welcome! Hello, Leo. How are you doing? Hope you're having a good day. Welcome, welcome. Happy Halloween to you, too. Happy Easter. Mason Christian, welcome and hello, how are you doing? Hope you're having a good day. Lydia, welcome and hello, how are you doing? Hope you're having a good day. Logan, welcome and hello, how are you doing? Hope you're having a good day. Rancor, welcome and hello, how are you doing? Hope you're having a good day. Veritor, welcome and hello, how are you doing? Hope you're having a good day. Year of the Snake. I have to do the art and I wasn't planning it, so now I have to rush, but I'm gonna do it. It's a Year of the Snake. I have to. You may ask yourself, how did you not have it planned, Ellie? What the hell? And that's because I never track the Lunar New Year. I never tracked the Lunar New Year. So by the time I realized, it was already like the New Year and didn't prep anything. It's fine. It's fine. Ah, yes, another project. Exactly. Exactly. Krampus, welcome and hello, how are you doing? Hope you're having a good day. Finally a Yapatone stream. I haven't done one of these in a while. I have to admit, today when I was putting the stream together, putting the thumbnail together, I realized it's been, what, half a year? I don't know, when's the last time that I did a Just Chatting? A long time ago, that's for sure. So, you know what? You can blame it on all the games that I want to play and all of the art stuff that I was trying to not abandon and we'll blame it on something. We'll find something. We'll find something. I feel so weird. I stopped streaming for a week and a half and I already feel kind of like rusty. Like not oiled up properly. Like something feels. Did I forget how to fucking stream? I don't know. We'll figure it out. Let me do one tiny thing. I need to finish this hellos, but I also just remembered I ignored an alarm today and I need to edit it so that it sounds tomorrow. Don't mind me. It's just a second. There we go. Where was I? Crumpets, welcome and hello, how are you doing? Hope you're having a good day. Nirwana, welcome and hello, how are you doing? Hope you're having a good day. Abuton, welcome and hello, how are you doing? Hope you're having a good day. Officer, welcome and hello, how are you doing? Hope you're having a good day. Nimby the Deadly Natter, welcome and hello, how are you doing? Hope you're having a good day. Retish, how are you doing? Hope you're having a good day. Selvinus, welcome, how are you doing? Hope you're having a good day. Jade Themborn, welcome and hello, how are you doing? Hope you're having a good day. I think that's everyone. I'm reading it, and I think that's everyone. I think that's everyone. What? Don't you know the Lunar New Year from Gacha Banners? No. I played one lies. Now that I play Infinity Nikki, I played two gachas. I played 2 gachas, and one of them, even though they do Lunar New Year banners, but they are not related to the actual like animals in the Lunar New Year in the world. So like, yeah, I know when the Lunar New Year kind of happens, but I don't know what year becomes what year, you know? I didn't know last year it was the Year of the Dragon until I saw Lena drawing. And I didn't know that this year it was the Year of the Snake until I saw everyone posting snakes and I was like, oh fuck, that means I have to do one myself. That's the thing. I may know when it happens, but I don't know what animal the year belongs to until I see it online, because I don't track it. I don't pay attention. Like the New Year eggs under the lingering Christmas tree. Hey. Today is the official last day of the Christmas tree. It hasn't finished, okay? 6th hasn't finished, so it's fine. It's fine. It's okay to still have the Christmas tree up. It's okay. It's the day. It's the last day. You're as pawn as the day I lost you. Do I admit that I don't know what pawn is in this context? Do I admit it? Logan, what do you mean? Is it a meme? It's like a little bit of every holiday in one. Sure is. Happy Valentine's, everyone. Happy Valentine's. You became a gamer streamer. I have too many games in my list. I need to game more. I don't know how else to say it other than I need to game more. I need to. A bad one, but a gamer streamer. Yeah, and that's part of the reason, right? If I was better at games, I would probably get through them faster. If I was better at them, it wouldn't have taken me twice as long as every other streamer out there to finish Little Nightmares 2. Selby, thank you for being here for 20 months. I hope that you had a good time and that you keep having a good time. I didn't catch what you said after Year of the Snake. I assume it was let's go. I am so excited and completely positive to do so much. That is exactly what I said. Vorador, you cut it perfectly. That is exactly what I said. You're getting old? Am I getting old? Aren't we all getting old? By the way, my trucking I think is a little bit so it's a little bit stuttery. But that's fine. I'll tell you why when I reach the bottom of the chat. I'll tell you why when I reach the bottom of the chat. Blame Nosferatu. Why are we blaming Nosferatu? By the way, today I saw a video about Nosferatu, and I don't know shit about Nosferatu, to be honest. But now that I've seen this video, it was kind of summarizing the movie Nosferatu, and bro, that's straight up Dracula. That's straight up copied, pasted with the slightest changes so that they couldn't get sued for copyright infringement, and they still did. Did you know? Did you know that? I don't know why you brought up Nosferatu, Denborn, but you activated a very, very fresh topic in my mind. Elyssia owning up. When's the last time we saw Elyssia? Why is she on your mind? I want to know. You're getting old that you forgot how to count. 13 days is not 1.5 weeks. Was it 13 days? Wait, was it that long? I streamed on Friday. And then I streamed on... let me go to my channel. That's faster. That's it. Why am I trying to count? Who sent me to count in the calendar? No. We can check the actual channel. We can check the actual channel. Where was my last stream? What's my last stream? 13 days ago. Oh, that's why you said 13 days. You weren't counting either. Well, damn. Damn. It's a week and a half though, ish. I know that it's 2 weeks, but you have to account for the weekend in there. I never stream on the weekends anyways. That's a lie. Sometimes I do. But I mostly don't stream on the weekends anyway. So the weekend doesn't count. Right? Right? Luis Francis and Simplest Hero, welcome and hello. How are you doing, guys? Hope you're having a good day. And a Happy New Year. Oh my god, I haven't said Happy New Year. Did I say Happy New Year today? Hey, everyone! Happy New Year! Welcome to 2025! Happy New Year! Go, Fox! Welcome and hello! How are you doing? Hope you're having a good day. Welcome! If you weren't for artists, I wouldn't even know there is a Lunar New Year. I would know because I have gone to like our local you know how New York has an entire neighborhood called Chinatown? We have something similar, but I don't know the actual name of it. Like we call it like the same thing, right? It's like Chinatown, but I don't know if it has an appropriate like name. Whatever. I've gone there to celebrate Lunar New Year sometimes. It's fun. I I just don't keep track of it to know what year, like the year of the what it is. You know, I know sort of when it happens, around the general time when it happens. Please remember to not drink any oil with crystals. I won't. If you break any oil bottles, just throw it and buy a new one. I learned my lesson, guys. I won't do that anymore. I already learned that. I know. I know. It's short for ponkotsu. It's kinda Japanese clumsy, usually used in a pretty cutesy fashion related to VTubers. Japanese term of acute degree of clumsiness or obliviousness. Ah, sadly, I do think I fit that description. I wish I could say like, I'm not that clumsy, guys. I wish I could say like, oh, you can trust me. I am reliable and dignified. But I think we all know I'm a bit too clumsy. Onomatopoeia from when a silly, stupid moment happens. Ah, from the onomatopoeia, I could see that. I could see that. Oh my god, where's the chat going? Oh, where are you going? Chat? Chat. Here we are. Elyssia, the Empress of Game Nikos. Oh, we all know that I don't deserve that title. I'll deserve that title when I can actually finish the game in a decent amount of time. I feel like the VTuber community ignored or didn't talk about last year being the year of the dragon because the best dragon wasn't around and the other dragon became a bird who can't stop winning. There are so many dragons though. Like, there still would have been some talk. At the very least, I follow... How many dragons do I follow on Twitter? Well, RIP. I don't even enter that site anymore unless it's supposed to. I technically don't follow them anymore. Just because I'm never there to watch their stuff. But I know that I follow at least... 2? Question mark. There's also Vienna and one of the Centrea skins. Like, there's plenty of dragons still. How do you not know Pawn when you know the VTuber Ponthera from Holo? It's a different... Okay, I don't know how to tell you this. Brace yourself. You're gonna need to sit down for this one. Pawn, P-O-N, is not the same as Pan, P-A-N. Those are two different letters, and they are two different words. I'm sorry to be the one to tell you this. I know it's kind of like reality shattering. Mayoshi's mascot is Pawn Channel, though admittedly we haven't seen that teddy bear in a while. But if the VTuber is the clumsy one, what does it say if the mascot is made to be clumsy? Is it the VTuber offloading the clumsiness into the chat? What do you think? I think it's like I wouldn't be able to say that because I know that you would call me out on it, on me being the clumsy one and not you guys. We're not getting older, we're getting wiser. Very wise saying, Z Plus Hero. Nosferatu, are you talking about the original or the new version? I was talking about the original and the new version. Like, basically, I never knew anything about Nosferatu other than how he looks. And today, I saw a video essay by someone who took advantage of the fact that the new version is releasing, and they made a video essay talking about the original. So, technically, I learned about both of them sort of at the same time. Kind of fascinating, but also it's straight up a copy. It's straight up like, you know the meme of like, hey bro, can I copy your homework? And the other person goes, yeah, okay, sure, but just change it a little so that it's not obvious. That is Nosferatu. That is literally Nosferatu. The original Nosferatu was literally made because they couldn't secure the Dracula rights for a movie. I know! That's what I'm saying. It's like literally copy my homework. Attic confirmed? Yeah, I have to admit it. I'm assuming you're talking about Infinity Nikki when you say Attic confirmed. I have no deniability on that one. I literally have no deniability. Yeah. I'm doing my dailies religiously. I'm reading the events notices and news religiously. Nosferatu is usually the type of older vampire and not depicted as super hot, but more monstery. Yeah, I think that's probably why. Why. The reason for that is probably because they needed to distinguish it from Dracula. And the fastest, best way to do that was to change the threat that Dracula represented. Maybe everything that I'm gonna say is just incredibly tainted, or not tainted because that implies bad things. Tinted by the video essay that I literally just watched today. I haven't really formed my own opinions. I haven't seen Nosferatu myself. I might be interested in watching at least reactions of it when it comes out. The last stream was like 3 years ago. 3 years ago? I didn't even exist. Did I exist 3 years ago technically? Whoa, wait, I think I did. Nice to see you since last year. I haven't seen you guys since last year. Ha 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 ha. Can you believe it? I haven't. Come on, model, react. I haven't seen you guys since last year. In that case, it's been 9 days since your last stream. That's also not 1.5 weeks. Ish. Sort of. You know, kinda. Me. Weekend doesn't count, so a week and a half. Me. A Lely le hice zapata si no le gana la empanta. I mean, listen. You gotta try and justify yourself, right? You gotta try to have a defense, right? Awesome Pro King, welcome and hello, how are you doing? Hope you're having a good day. Welcome. So how did you spend the New Year? Very chill, very calm. There were a couple of fireworks. Why is my model doing this? Let me reset programs, guys. Let me freeze up for a second while programs restart. Shut up! Did you hear that? That was so loud. That was so loud. That was a big truck or something. It was so loud. Okay, I don't think it got any better, but the attempt has been made. How did I spend the New Year's? Chill. I thought maybe I was gonna do something with some friends, but then at the end of the day, one of the friend group was sick or feeling sick. No confirmation, but they didn't want to go out. And then some of them, I don't know, it kind of like fell apart, the plans, and I was like, whatever. I'll just watch whatever fireworks the neighbors throw out, and I did, and it was fun. It was fine. New Year's is not my favorite holiday anyway, so I never do anything super special. 2 weeks? You haven't streamed all year, Ellie. I know. But I'm here now. Better late than never, right? She says on the 6th of the year. Chat is running away. Chat is legitimately running away sometimes. Like, I wish I could show you what it looks like from my end when I say like, oh my god, where did the chat go? Because it's not like the chat disappeared. It's just that the chat suddenly like jumped to the very last message and I completely lost my place and I have to scroll up really fast trying to figure out where I was. But I don't know what causes it. It just kind of does that. ¿Es una frase hecha en Argentina? Sí. Es zapata, si no le gana, la empata. It's an Argentinian saying. So for those who don't understand Spanish, what that says is like, ooh, how do I say this? Wait, give me, guys, the English speakers, tell me something that rhymes with tie. Yeah, I don't know. I can do it. Lie. No, it needs to be an object. Pie. Okay, so it would be something like the closest translation I could give. Stop. Ooh, spy. Okay. that works either. I don't know if that works either. So it would be like, oh, they call you a spy because if you don't win, you tie. Something along those lines. Translate it and just say, but it rhymes in Spanish. Yeah, well, it basically translates to they call you a shoe, but not really because it's a different word. If you don't win, you tie it. You know, kind of like that. Okay, this is driving me insane. Why is this not working? Why are you not working? Let me restart the entirety of Steam. Maybe that works better. So I said that I was gonna wait until I reach the bottom of the chat to say why it's fine that it's freezing up, but I don't think I want to wait anymore because this is driving me insane. One thing that is very soon to happen is I will actually get a new computer. For anyone who wasn't in last year when I mentioned it, oh, this is just not working today, and I have no idea why. Just for some reason decided to be like difficult. So for those of you who weren't here when I said it last year, basically I had one friend who had offered to sell me their computer for, you know, used up and discounted for friends price, whatever, when they get themselves a new computer. And then I didn't hear about it for months and months and months. But now I got confirmation that this friend is actually moving on with the purchase, which means that soon enough they'll have a computer and they'll need to get rid of their old one. And by get rid of it, I mean like get it out of their place because they need the space. And that means that I'll be able to get a new computer. So it doesn't matter if you freeze up today, Beast, VTube Studio, Bridger, whatever the hell is causing the damage, because I'll win soon at some point. Soon at some point. Okay, guys, are we all okay with me being invisible for a minute? Let me Hey, I'll be like right here, guys. Don't worry about it. I'll be right off frame, okay? I'll be right off frame of the camera. Just give me 1 second, guys. While I keep talking to you, of course. We'll still talk about it. Cool, she's gone. I'm still here. Don't say. No, I'm not. Please come back. I have no object permanence. It's happening again. No, I promise. I'm right outside of the frame. I'm right outside of the frame. I promise I'm still here. I'm still here, guys. That was a short stream. I get it, though. Hasn't streamed since last year. Needs to ease back into this. I'm still here. It's happening again. I hear the voice again. I'm here. Where is Ellie? Wait. Ellie is trying to figure out how to get tracked. Ellie's trying to figure out how to get tracked. Hi Prakad, welcome and hello. Astroman, welcome and hello. Internet Mouse, welcome and hello. Welcome to 2025, guys. How are you doing? Hope you're having a good day. Welcome. So this is not getting better. I'm so sad to mention, so sad to have to say this, but this is not getting better. Ta-da! Here I am, and it's even worse. It's even worse. Nothing is connecting now. All of the programs are refusing to work. Which is cool. It's not like I wanted it to work anyways, right? How do I... What if I close this one? What if this was the program that's misbehaving? Aha! I think this was the program that was misbehaving. I think I closed every other program instead of the actual problem. I think the actual problem was coming from the one program that I didn't close. So that's fun. Let's keep talking while I figure this out, shall we? According to my math, it's been about 26 housefly years since the last Ellie stream. Who here is a housefly? Who's doing the math? Who's invested in the housefly years? I'd say VTuber Year of the Dragon was just suppressed by the countless negative news regarding VTubers and not because of any specific dragon VTuber. Honestly, yeah, I think the entire year was kind of consumed, wasn't it? For, you know, the bad things that happened. Oh, bros. Uh-oh. Me not like it. Me not like it what I'm seeing. Here we go. Please work. Oh, actually, that's shit. No wonder that's not working. Wait. Is that the best I can do right now? I think my internet is the problem, guys. Big oof. What do you mean unable to join the Wi-Fi network? Bro? Come on. You were working horribly, but you were at least working a minute ago. Guys, am I still live? Genuine question. My Wi-Fi is saying that there is no internet connection. I'm not connected by Wi-Fi in the computer. The Wi-Fi connection is just between the tracker, like the camera and the tracker software. But that's not working. And it's saying that I don't have internet. You're live? Okay. Snake Guy, by the way, welcome. Hello, how are you doing? Hope you're having a good day. Welcome, welcome. My God, I look so dead right now. I look so... Hey, remember when I said I'm not muted and the scuff is gonna show up anyways? Here you go. I hope you enjoy it. I hope you enjoy the scuff. Here it is, baby. Oh, it's on now. Welcome and hello. How are you doing? Hope you're having a good day. Welcome, welcome. Do you remember me? Your name is kind of hard to remember because I can't read it because it's in Cyrillic and I don't know how to read Cyrillic. I didn't know you put a slow mode on. Slow mode is always a part of my streams except on member streams. But it's just 3 seconds. It's not too much. It's not a Panthera, but she's enough of a dirt people call her Panthera. Oh, see, I know the drawing abilities of Aurora, but I haven't seen enough streams or clips about that specifically. It's the mascot, not the viewers. Ah, okay. When you said mascot, I assumed you meant like the little viewer mascot that VTubers tend to have. So that was my bad. I understood wrongly. Please connect to the Wi-Fi. This is my first stream of the year. You're making me look really bad, Wi-Fi. You're making me look really nasty. Huh? Huh? Well, well, Snake Guy, thank you for that super sticker. Thank you, it means a lot to me. I think this is, I think it's connected. Snake Guy, I think you fixed it. Wait, yeah! Yeah! Snake Guy, you fixed it! The power of the noob super, apparently. Apparently. Wow. I made that. Wait, whoa, where are you going, chat? I was reading that. No. made that comment before you mentioned that aspect, and you had only said Nosferatu is a lot like Dracula. Yeah. Nosferatu. So for anyone who doesn't know, I'm keep talking about Nosferatu. I promise I'll get back to the bottom of the chat eventually. For those who don't know, Nosferatu is basically what happens when a director goes and says, hey, Bram Stoker estate, I would like to make a movie of the Dracula novel. And the broker estate says, no, thank you very much, but we are not interested. And then the director says, fine, I'll do my own Dracula with Blackjack. And they do their own Dracula, but they have to make it legally distinct enough so that it doesn't get copywritten. And then it gets copywritten anyways because it was such a blatant copy that the European agency that does the copyright, I think it would be at the time, it was England, right? Because Bram Stoker was from England, I think. Regardless, the appropriate governmental agency says you were clearly violating the copyright and now we are going to destroy every copy of Nosferatu. But too bad for them and for Bram Stoker, Nosferatu had already shipped some of the copies to America. And in America, the Bram Stoker novel had never been copyright protected because Bram Stoker never actually ensured that his work would be protected in copyright in the States. Therefore, Dracula was free use in the States. Therefore, Nosferatu being a copy of Dracula meant nothing in the United States. Therefore, every copy of Nosferatu that made it to the States remained for posterity as fair use. Not really. Fair use only after it passed the 50 years or something. But every copy that was in Europe was destroyed at the time. I think it's a very fascinating story. It also is blatantly, like, copying novel. Really fun story. Honestly, really fun story. Then Ranker, you commented that StarCraft is very similar to Dawn of War. They didn't get the license, so it turned it into generic sci-fi designs. I don't know anything about Dawn of War, so I don't know if it's also like story-wise, characters-wise, if it's as equal as Nosferatu is to Dracula. The original Nosferatu is pretty impressive for how legit spooky it manages to be despite literally being made 100+ years ago. Yeah, I wonder if I should try to watch it, because I feel... Why? I'm frozen again! Why am I frozen again? That's another thing I'm gonna tackle this year, by the way, guys. Ooh, I want to talk about like what's coming this year, so let's keep an eye on the time so that I have at least half an hour to talk about those things. Because I have things that I want to put out there in the universe. I want to say them out loud so that they are real. You know, it's one thing to have intentions and aspirations and resolutions and keep them to yourself, and it's another thing to say them publicly so that you have some level of accountability. So I want to say them later, but right now I'm gonna stare at my Wi-Fi connection with very mean eyes. That's what I'm gonna do right now. I guess this is what we're doing today. I'm just gonna keep the Wi-Fi settings open so I can reconnect it every time it disconnects. Because goddamn. Nami, welcome and hello, how are you doing? Hope you're having a good day. Welcome. I'm sorry that I didn't see your message before. I was sitting with my older cat until the fireworks died down for a bit and went back to sleep mostly. So you also had a chill New Year's. I get that. Seriously, Ellie, just so you know, we obviously rip and tease you because of course we do, but we are also genuinely very glad to see you again. I'm glad that you're glad to see me again. I wish you could see me fucking moving, but I'm glad. I'm all over the place today. I really am all over the place. I just, you know, first time of the year, a lot of pent-up energy, a lot of stuff that's attacking me all over the place, you know. Don't you think that 2025 hat makes Ellie look a bit like a snail? Imagine the numbers are eyes. Maybe if it was 2020, because zeros can look kind of like eyes, but the 2 and the 5 really doesn't make me think of eyes. Ellie slowly losing her grip on both languages? No! I literally just translated a sentence that needed to rhyme, and I did it kind of okay. That was a good attempt at translating that. Tie like tie your shoe, but tie like concluding a competition in a draw? Exactly. By June, she will just be grunting and shrieking into the mic. By June, hopefully I'll have a fucking internet connection that's decent. I hopefully will have an internet connection that's decent. Because here's another thing that's supposedly gonna happen this year, guys. For at least the 3 years that I've been streaming now, I think I told you last year, right? I think I told you last year I don't have a fiber optics, which is like the best way to connect to the internet as far as I understand it, but I don't have fiber optics available in my area. For the past 3 years or so, since I've been caring about having a good internet connection, I've been told over and over, every time this internet provider, calls to offer the fiber optics, it had been happening that they would offer like, oh hey, we would like to offer you blah 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 blah, and I would go, hey bro, that sounds cool, and I would actually really like to take the offer, but let me give you the address that you supposedly have in your pager, and tell me if you actually have fiber optics in my actual street, because every goddamn time you call me with this offer, I tell you, yes, I'm interested, and then I give you my address, and you say, oh, sorry, no, this wasn't meant for you because we don't reach your area. For 3 years, I've been getting this call saying, I am interested. Can you actually reach my house? And they look at the address and they say, oh, oopsie, no, we can't, and whatever. But I think this year, last year, the last time that they called. I think the last time that they called, they checked the address and they said that it was possible. I think, if I'm not misremembering, because it did happen at the worst time of year when I was already super rushed and doing a billion things at the same time, and I wasn't gonna consider anything, right? I'm trying to answer things, Hypercat, or I don't remember your name very well, but I'm going in the order of the chat, so I need you to be a little bit patient, because I read the chat in order. So I didn't pay too much attention last year because it was like the middle of holiday prep, and it was not the time to be doing anything like that. But that's another thing that might happen this year. This year, I might actually have access to fiber optics, which would be great. I don't know. We'll see. Do you know now what this new computer has? Yes. I was talking to Mao the other day, actually. For those of you who know him, I was talking to Mao the other day, and I was complaining about how I've been barely able to stream any games this year because my computer has been potatoing more potato than ever. And then he asked me, like, what's your graphic card? And you guys have asked me this a billion times, and it's like, as soon as I said the graphic card, he was like, ooh. So I was like, yeah, I know. But basically, I am moving from a 10 something, 1050 or whatever, to a 20 something, which should be a significant improvement, and maybe will fix games not running. It won't help with the fucking internet connection. But it should help with the potatoing. You know what? The worst part is, there is a free Wi-Fi that I could access right now because it's there, it's showing up as the possible connections. But I don't think that's safe. I don't think that's safe, and I don't think I should do it. I don't think I should do it. It depends on which 20-something it is. I mean, it's still better than the 10. It's still better than the 10. And then you can send your computer to Yomi. I freaking wish I could. The problem with the international like delivery would be difficult. But I think the VTuber handout system would be like the best thing to exist ever. Finally, our Lamia will be a 2-PC streamer. I don't think I will. I don't think I will because I can barely handle one. Like, let me tell you right now, I don't think I can handle 2. Like, you see how much I'm struggling just with one thing misbehaving? Imagine if I had 2 different computers, a setup that involves 2 different computers. I don't think I could. Motherfucking... I was gonna say a string of very strong curse words. I caught myself. I know it doesn't sound like I caught myself, but I promise I did. I actually caught myself. Are we connected? Okay. Maybe we'll be connected for the next 5 minutes or something. Hello. I'm moving again. Hopefully next time I get stuck in a better expression. Hopefully next time the expression is better. Don't let it get to you, Ellie. Internet problems are part of life. Hopefully next year they're gonna be lesser. Hopefully it's gonna be less next year. How's it going, Ellie? How's it going, dear? I'm doing good. Aside from the Wi-Fi betraying me on the first stream of the year, I'm feeling hopeful. I'm feeling hopeful for the new year. I think Ellie's upgrading from something better than my PC to something even better. Awesome. Whatever better PC I have, here's something that is very annoying once you understand it. Whatever a good computer means, it stops being a good computer the moment you try to VTube, because you have to run at least 5 or 6 programs that the average person is not trying to run at the same time. Your computer needs to be so much beefier than the average computer to run the same games. Not to run them like to run the game, but to run the game with everything else that you need to run as a VTuber at the same time. Can't you choose to make your connection to the Wi-Fi hidden for safety? What does that mean? Legitimate question. What does that mean? Your connection is perfect. My connection is so good compared to Lena's, maybe. But like, my connection leaves a lot to be desired. 2-PC setup shouldn't be a problem. All it does is make OBS run on a different PC than the game. But here's my question about it. Here's my question about it, which is like terrifying to me. If you have a 2-PC setup, one of them is running OBS, how do you tell it to capture the game and the software and whatever you're running in the other computer? Because the reason why you can tell it to run is because it's in the same computer. How do you tell it to run to capture something that's happening in an entirely different computer? Like, I don't get it. It feels wrong now. It's like when the display mannequins in Skyrim start walking around. Whoa, hey! You don't prefer me moving? I prefer me moving. Next year, you mean this year, right? Yeah. Sorry, I mean 2025. I mean 2025, guys. I'm sure there's plenty of tutorials about it. Oh, wait, I'm at the bottom of the chat. Oh, no, it jumped at the bottom of the chat. Did I skip stuff? Oh, shit, I skipped a bunch of stuff. No! No! I skipped a bunch of stuff! Okay. Yeah, I found it. I found the place. I found the place. It had jumped and I never noticed. I never noticed when it jumped to the bottom of the chat. Ellie is currently out of her mind. You can leave a God freaking damn it! Ellie is currently out of her mind. You can leave a message and she'll get to it in about 35 minutes. True. This is such a cool background. I love it. Thank you! I put it together from a set of assets. Let me be very clear about this. I did not make this background. I just assembled it from a bunch of PNG options. I assume I have the credit somewhere. I hope that I put it in the description. It's likely that I forgot. But this is a free assets. Blake Laritzko, welcome. Hello, how are you doing? Hope you're having a good day. Welcome. I'm sorry that I didn't see you before. I've been having issues. I've been having issues. Don't sweat it too much, Ellie. It happens. Don't let it sour your return stream. It is kind of like it gets me pissed. You know, I wanted to return and I already have problems at my return. It kind of gets me pissed. But hey, this year I might get fiber optics and everything might be better. Everything might be better. Yep, everything will be better. Let's all cross our fingers. I'm pretty sure doing the VTuber version of what does this button do is not a good idea. I know, that's why I didn't want to connect to the public Wi-Fi. I don't want to risk anything. But man, it's kind of annoying. You can't prove I'm not a housefly? No, I cannot prove it. And honestly, with how much you've seen me as a kaiju, it makes sense. Oh my god, Rancor. Rancor, everything clicks now. I get it. I see it. You are a housefly. That's why it feels like I'm so big. Cause you're a housefly. Now I understand everything. It is the year of the snake now. This could be the most scuff-free year of the Ellie. I'm hoping this is gonna be like not scuff-free entirely, but I'm hoping a lot of the scuff this year is going to kind of like disappear. Maybe, hopefully. Just so you don't get 100% buyer's remorse later if it's a software issue, a new computer is like unlikely to help. Nah, it's a software issue. Sometimes, mostly with the command software, but that's not even software issue from like the software problem. I think that it will help. I think that it will help. 2024 was a difficult year for the VTuber industry. A lot of people lost their home company, including me. Many lost stars they loved and supported. Also me, and plenty of other things to be sad about. I am sad about it, but think about the one good thing that you can think about as far as all of the VTuber tumultuousness that happened this year is that a lot of those things that felt very terrible at the moment ended up with VTubers being much happier where they are now. That's the way I think about it. Like, yes, it is true that some people lost like characters that they were very fond of, but I trust and I believe that most, if not all, of the changes came with the people involved being happier now. At least that's what I prefer to think. That's the way I prefer to think about it. In future Power streams, we won't have reactive PNG Elyssia anymore. We will upgrade to unreactive VTube Elyssia. I hope. One of my hopes is that the computer will be able to run both things at the same time. That is one of my hopes. Oh, it's on now. Welcome and hello. How are you doing? Hope you're having a good day. Welcome. How are you? Happy 2025. Are you gonna give us a bite of your tail to celebrate New Year? No. But I will give you encouragement! You can do it! Whatever your resolutions are, you can do it! Plot twist. Ellie's actually a decent streamer, but she fakes the scuff because she knows we enjoy her being scuffed. Bro, I wouldn't. I appreciate that you think I could fake this scuff, and I'm sure some smarter VTuber could fake this level of scuff if they so wanted to. That's not me. I wouldn't know how to pretend some of this. Like, okay, so let's run through the list. Muted mic is easy to fake. You just mute it manually. I get that. The choppiness of like my tracking being very laggy and then suddenly rushing to catch up with all my movements, I don't know that that's fakeable. I don't know if you can fake that. I guess internet loss is also fakeable. You just disconnect it, right? Like, I use an Ethernet cable. It would be just disconnected the cable. But then again, why would anyone want to do those things, you know? Is it possible? I think so. Leo, I think it would be possible for someone to fake being scuffed. Is it desirable in any way, shape, or form? Fuck no! I have too many things to do on stream. I don't have the time to be losing stream time for random disconnections and bullshit like that. I would rather be playing Infinity Nikki. I would rather be playing Infinity Nikki. To be honest, Chief is more terrifying in her idle pose. She doesn't have a smile. I know, which is why I hate it when I get stuck on that. I hate it when I get stuck on that. I don't think she's a good enough actor for that. I could be a good enough actor for that, but I wouldn't be good enough. Like, how do I explain this without sounding like I'm too big on myself, like in a high horse? I aim to be professional. I wouldn't say perfect necessarily, but polished. I aim to be professional, polished, seamless, elegant. I wouldn't be the kind of person who would even think about faking scuff. I've always said this. I don't know if I said it to you guys in the chat. I don't know. I definitely have said it to Lena a bazillion times. I admire the VTubers who have a talent for shitposting, because my mind just doesn't work like that. My mind just wants to be polished and perfect and professional, and I kind of take myself too seriously. You know what I mean? Like, I kind of take myself too seriously to even think of stuff like that. Every now and then I manage to think of something shitposty, but most times, like, it's not a talent that I have. My slow mode is buggy? That's weird. It should be like 3 seconds, nothing too bad. This stream is setting a high bar for the rest of the year. I hate that your high bar is scuff levels. Let me go back to connecting the Wi-Fi again and again. Again and again and again and again. Sadly, I have to literally come in and out of the chat just to leave a comment. What? That's weird. That is weird. I don't think that should be... Like, what? What's the point of blackjack without the hookers? The money. The chips. The rush of winning. The rush of dominating. That's the point. I know other funny examples of this copyright stuff. Feel free to leave them because I love those stories. I love that kind of story. So feel free to tell them because I would enjoy them. It's fixed for me. No longer got the slow mo message bug every time I try to write a message. Good. I'm glad. It really shouldn't be more than 3 seconds. Imagine being a 100-plus-year-old book. I hope that's not a diss against Dracula, because I'm a big fan of Dracula. Dawn of War is Warhammer 40k, the giant man wearing armor out of smelted tanks. StarCraft was supposed to be licensed 40k game, but they lost the license and made it into something new. So would the Zergs be what, the orcs? I don't know shit about Warhammer. I don't know shit about Warhammer either. Ellie turning the program off and on to avoid committing to the plan. No! I'm trying my best to make it work. I'm trying. I promise. I wish you to see me moving. Meanwhile, the GIF Elyssia. Yeah, but GIF Elyssia moves in a static, pre-programmed way. I want you guys to see the real me. By 2026, I will be a full caveman. Hopefully not. Hopefully, my knowledge of languages gets even better. Fun fact, I was once in a Satsu where we brainstormed the idea of a VTuber gen where all the girls were based on highly unappealing. The leader was a snail girl, and the fans called moist boys. Listen, a lot of people actually hate the word moist and cannot stomach hearing it too many times or saying it. I personally don't have anything against it. Like, I can say it, I can hear it many times. Like, the word moist itself is fine, it's whatever. But adding boys to it, moist boys, that sounds awful. I have to say, snail girl, cute. Snail girl, actually cute. The name, awful. Awful. Living in Argentina is a diva for streamers. Bro, you have no idea how much. Like, you have no fucking clue. Like, I've complained about this with several VTuber friends, because it's the kind of thing I don't want to bring to the stream. Let's be honest. I try to make my streams positive and optimistic and bubbly, and I don't want to bring my like sad self-pity moments to the stream. It doesn't belong here. But there's so many things that if I didn't live in this country, if I had been born in like the northern hemisphere, that there's so many things that I would have been able to do already. This year Ellie's going to dig up the lines and install her own fiber optic cable, if that's what it takes. I still wouldn't do that, but I think I'll have it available. I do think I'll have it available. At this point, the telemarketers are fighting to hold her laughter. Can you imagine if they was just calling for the lulz? She's so far behind already? Yeah, that's what happens when I chat. How far behind am I, though? Just 15 minutes or a little bit more. Just 18 minutes. I think we're fine. I think we're fine. Because of Caspa's tangents, chatting streams Ellie might have a 30-minute delay. I think we're gonna get better now that, well, I say that, but the Wi-Fi could cut up at any moment. I think now that the Wi-Fi has kind of worked for me a little bit, I might get faster. Plus, I am skipping some of the messages. I am reading all of them in my mind, but I'm answering to... Like, I'm avoiding repetitive messages, basically, where I would have to say the same thing over and over. Okay! Now I can finally go back to the part of the chat that I was in when I realized that I had been thrown out. 2PC setup. I already talked about that. I already talked about... Ellie leaving... No! Don't freeze up again. Okay, we're fine. We're fine. Ellie living outside of Google Maps. I'm not living outside of Google Maps, but I'm not gonna tell you how to find me on Google Maps because I have self-preservation instinct. Internet safety. 2PC composition would be push even more your power to have a lot of OBS and VTube Studio Plus games. I know, but I feel like I wouldn't be able to manage it. Like, I know that objectively it would be better. I am aware, but there's two things that would influence that decision. One of the two things is that I don't think I would be able to manage it. I think I would double my amount of stuff because I wouldn't know how to handle it. And it would bring me a lot of like tech problems. The other thing is that I was thinking with my computer that can run just OBS, right? And one light program more. Well, not really just OBS. Like my computer runs all of the programs I need perfectly fine. It's when games are involved that it might get bad. So I was thinking of like taking this computer to my sister's place because she has the audio config, but the computer in there is, if this is a potato, you cannot, like, there's no descriptor for those of you who were there remember. It's a miracle if I can run anything in that computer. So that's another thing that would influence my decision. I was thinking of taking the computer that I leave behind to my sister's place. Both are connected with a capture card? Then I would also have to buy a capture card. No, that's too much. That's too much. No. You probably need a capture card. Yeah, but no, capture card is way, like, I have to add that money. It's, no, probably not gonna happen. What sound card do you have? What do you mean sound card? What is the sound card? You skipped a bunch. I'm sorry. It's the chat jumping to the bottom. The chat jumping to the bottom when I didn't even notice it. Of course you're at the bottom of the chat. The comment made sense in context of the current situation rather than the comment 30 minutes ago. I know, but listen, I'm gonna get close. I'm getting closer. I was a bit distracted with a Discord conversation I was having, and now I do not know which message Ellie has already read. Now I read everything before this point. Before your message at 3:51. I have the timestamp. I did not make this. I stole different parts and put them in there. They're not stolen if they are given away for free. These are free assets that are given away for free by people who make free assets. Did Ellie just reacted at super speed for 2 seconds without saying anything? That might have been the Wi-Fi catching up to all the movements that it didn't capture. You know? By the way, Ellie, where is your first drawing of the year? Not finished. Not finished, because technically my first drawing of the year will be the thumbnail for Awaria. I have to try and focus on doing the Year of the Snake one. I don't know. Elyssia, how did Ellie become in being made rank or a housewife? Housefly. Housefly. Tay Trooper, welcome and hello, how are you doing? Hope you're having a good day. Welcome. Ooh, it's almost your birthday. Hey, Ty, if you come tomorrow on the stream, remind me so I can sing you happy birthday live. Not gonna lie, I stopped having resolutions. I don't think everyone needs them. I think it's a nice way to like set yourself for the year with intentions and to like keep that mindset of self-improvement. I think it's important to have, but I also wouldn't force, like, wouldn't say like, you are X or Y bad thing if you're not setting yourself with resolution. Everyone's at a different place. I personally think it can be good in like encouraging you to have that self-improvement mindset. Talking about Power Word, Ellie, they may have added a bit too much content to Power Word the last patch, that it may be better to start from zero. No. I'm not losing the amount of... No. I have way too many hours in that thing. I'm not changing. No. No. There is a problem with Ellie having a 2 PC setup. It seems capture card is required, which I am very confident you do not own one of those. Nope, I don't, and I would have to buy it, and that's not gonna happen. And that's not gonna happen. Wait, guys, what if that's the real reason she's having so much trouble? She's been playing Nikki this whole time. No, I haven't. I've been doing my dailies, but those just take 10 minutes. I also, on the days when I was playing, because I was on a break and I didn't have anything to stop me from playing as much as I wanted, I did go and search for as many Wim stars as I could, and I leveled up all of my insight related skills, except for the combat ones. And I grabbed a bunch of Dews of Inspiration as well, and now I have so many things that I want to do on stream. I cannot wait. How much might be a capture card in Argentina? More than I'm willing to spend when I'm already thinking about buying a new computer. Let's start there. Ellie's not my chief, by the way, but she won't remember the comment she just read when she gets down here. I do remember that comment. Wait, that wasn't about me? I thought that was about me. I think a PC to PC capture card is probably not that expensive, but yeah, it's an extra expense that Ellie probably doesn't want to deal with. Absolutely correct. You are absolutely correct. It is an extra expense that I do not want to deal with. I wish you good luck on those goals. You got this, Eddie. Thank you. Polished? Those are the words of a true rock eater and mine owner. I'm not a rock eater. And I'm not a mine owner. I mean, the mine is there and you guys are choosing to go, but it's different. I was trying out streaming at the time Pokemon Legends Arceus was coming out, and I bought the game card and capture card to stream Switch on the day of release. Was it very expensive, Rancor? Was it expensive? I don't know what's going on here. I'm just reading the chat at 3:58, which means I'm 14 minutes away from the chat. I'm getting closer! By the way, Ellie, are your coffee donations working? If you don't want to read or make a big deal out of any, that's 100%, but I want to make sure you at least got the money. Oh, no, here's the... God dang it. I promise I have set up the coffee donation thingy Lena taught me, but I forgot to set it up in every single one of my scenes. I did not set it up in this one. Friend donated! All things considered, 2024 was a very difficult year for the VTuber world. There were a lot of things to be sad about. But that's why I'm so grateful that meeting Ellie was one of the few much-needed bright points of my 2024. Love you to pieces, Ellie. Here's to a much better 2025. Thank you! Thank you so much. It means the world to me. Thank you. It's very... I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I will make sure that all my anonymous should have my name on it. I don't see it, but I know that it's you because of what you're saying in the chat. I know it is you because of what you're saying in the chat, but it does say anonymous in the Ko-Fi. Might be related to the way your profile is set up. Maybe. I'm not sure. I really gotta make sure that I add the thing to all of my scenes. That's one thing I should write down for myself. I need to make sure that I'm gonna put the alert that Lena taught me how to put in every one of my scenes. "2024 was a harsh year to be a Hololive fan." I know, but again, I am very hopeful for the future. Haha, you fell to the deception of shit posting equals low effort. No, it's not that it's low effort. It's that, like, my brain just doesn't work in that way. My brain takes itself too seriously, which is not a good thing. It's bad, but it's so hard for me to come up with like shit posting things. It's really difficult. Like, it takes me so much time and effort, and it feels wrong the entire time because like that's not what's naturally coming to me, you know? I was actually planning on doing it a day earlier, but getting the game physical was not easy. Eventually managed to get a copy that someone pre-ordered but didn't show up and didn't contact the store. Ooh, snagged! Ellie encouraging snake shifters into gambling, bad influence streamer. Where did I say that? Where did I say that? Caught it again? Are you sure that it's not just that you're trying to type faster than 3 seconds? Could that be it? I did my best attempt at a marathon to stream for the whole Friday. My throat would usually die after an hour. On that day, I tried to go for like 6 hours. I had to take breaks. Yeah, I've mentioned this many times, but you do have to develop like a broadcasting voice that doesn't use as much effort as your normal speaking voice. You kind of have to develop a broadcast voice that kind of uses the least amount of effort possible. OG Dracula novel is peak. It's so good. It's so good. YouTube slow mode is bugging out recently. Oh, for everyone? Wait, is it like a known issue that's happening? I did mention earlier that sex would be Tyranids, the protest would be Templar, but they did find enough on their own niche to be distinct. The same cannot be said for Terrans. I don't know what Tyranids are. Adaptive insects who just want to devour the galaxy. Ah, protest would probably be at space elves. Yeah, I can see that. Rancor is saying it would be the Templar. Is the Templar the space elves? I meant Eldar. Ah, okay. What's wrong with moist? Insert pufferfish sound. No, I mean it's a word that a lot of people just don't feel uncomfortable about. You don't like moist? That sounds like a pretty critical weakness. It's not moistness itself that people don't like, it's the word. It's the sound of the word moist. It's like a lot of people heavily dislike it. Ellie the Snail and the Moist Boys now in concert on the downtown amphitheater. I would not trust a band that names themselves that. John Arx, welcome. Hello, how are you doing? Hope you're having a good day. Welcome to 2025. Happy New Year. I remember that happening. A kid in my high school class would keep saying moist, and a girl in the class really didn't like the word. Yeah, some people have a very big ick about it. That would be a fun idea for our streams, designing a gen of VTubers based on unappealing animals. The thing is that I don't have many animals that I find unappealing. I'm an animal enjoyer, defender, and appreciator, and even, listen, in my debut, I said that the only animal I didn't like was the blobfish, and now that doesn't, oh wait, and the anglerfish, fuck the anglerfish. I don't agree with that anymore, because I've seen blobfish now in the actual environment they're supposed to be in, and they don't look like that. They don't look awful. We make them look awful. And the mosquito? Nah, mosquitoes are not animals. They're spawns of the devil. Next question. Mosquitoes don't count as animals in my book. Internet mouse, I'm sorry that I'm reaching this so late, but I hope that you had a good day. Thank you so much for being here. Welcome to 2025. Dancy, Alkavi, welcome. Hello, guys. How are you doing? Welcome to 2025. Thank you for being here. How are you doing? Hope you're having a good day. Slow mode bug happened again. I think it stops a chat message if I alt tab. Should I stop using slow mode for a bit? Should I? Because, like, if everyone's saying that it's bugged, if it's a problem with YouTube at large, then that's bad. For what it's worth, Ellie, as far as I'm concerned, at least, you're 100% allowed to discuss serious or unpleasant things in your life with us if it would make you feel better. Yeah, but it's not... A lot of the things are not something that are changeable. Like, if I complain about, like, oh, my country doesn't allow me to do this or that, I don't get access to this or that because of my country, like, how would that help? It wouldn't, you know? Like, it wouldn't help at all. It would just be, like, throwing myself a pity party for no reason. And that's not what I come here to do. I come here to have fun and to give fun. And I'm gonna keep it that way. It's okay if I sometimes need to be vulnerable, which I am going to be. Let me reach the bottom of the chat, and I can get vulnerable. I was planning on it. I was planning on getting vulnerable. But it's not like... It's one thing to allow yourself to be vulnerable, and it's another thing to not be able to keep your baggage out of the stream. I think it's important that I keep my baggage out of the stream. You know what I mean? Power Company hasn't made a guest disappearance in a while. Don't worry, officer. Don't you worry. That is definitely going to happen. You want to know why? Because this summer is probably going to register some of the highest temperatures in the few last years, according to predictions. And they are going to hit in like February, middle of January. So I am anticipating that there's going to be a lot of energy problems later. Anticipate that in the next 2 months, I might have some power issues, because if the heat wave arrives in the way that it's getting predicted, it might get bad. It might actually get pretty bad. Should I tell the copyright story here or in Discord? In Discord, I can read it whenever. So that works better for me. But if you want me to react to it, it might be better to do it here. I will never ever believe you when you say you read anything you do not read out loud. Well, that's pretty sad. You should believe me. You should believe me. Why wouldn't you? 1603. It's been 84 years since I sent my message into the chat. She's still reading messages in her mind, ignoring these. I'm not ignoring you. I'm not ignoring you. No joke, Ellie. I remember from an American tax company that a guy was famous on that company because he always called at almost the last day at the same hour each year. So the employees started to do bets and celebrate when he called. I mean, that's the little things in life. If, like, you have something like that, why not make bets about it? Why not make a game around it? It's fun and it doesn't harm anyone. Personal note, I never complain about Ellie being behind in the chat. Too many streamers don't even look at their chat, let alone take the time to go back and read ones they missed. I will always appreciate Ellie doing that. It is something that you can't do once you grow to a certain extent, right? Like, even now, I'm having to really train myself to skip some messages and read them only inside my head, because then I would never be able to get to the bottom of the chat. It's kind of like the thing where the bigger you are, you kind of will have to let go of reading out the chat. I'm actually kind of like low-key scared of the day that I cannot handle the chat, if that happens. But at least for now, I'm trying to be more consistent in skipping some messages while still reading them inside my head and still making sure that that no one is entirely like ignored throughout. I'm trying to be like as thorough and consistent as I can be without taking a billion years, is what I'm trying to say. Your PC is not a potato, Ellie. Your GPU is the worst part, but your CPU is not a potato. Well, still, to me, the entire PC is one thing, because I don't know how to, like, change the parts. My PC can run Palworld. If you can't run something in a PC, it's because you didn't try hard enough. No, Leo, but you have to... Oh, shit, my Wi-Fi again. But you have to consider all the other stuff that I have to run at the same time, Leo. It's not just about the game, it's about the game and all the other things. What does she mean, what's a sound card? I mean, I don't know what a sound card is. I don't know. What is a sound card? The obsolescence is too fast. Maybe we're using computers wrong, or more exactly forced to. Oh, absolutely. Like, someone complained about this in the Discord the other day, and I read it and I didn't comment because I was online and trying to be less connected to the internet. But 100% agree on like what people were saying on the Discord about how just There was an effort made in optimization before that is not made anymore. Now things are released and it's like, okay, fuck you if you don't have a good enough computer, it's your problem. When before, part of the process of releasing a product was like making sure that it would run in as many computers as possible. Oh my god, Ellie doesn't have a sound card, guys. I was sure she at least had a sound blaster. What is that? What is that? Extremely old PCs didn't have built-in sound, so you needed a sound card for them to have any kind of sound? But you're talking about extremely old. That's not true. That hasn't been true in a while, right? Something new doesn't make the old one useless. It may not be the best, but it's not a potato. I didn't see that it was useless. I don't know where you're getting that from. I didn't say that. It's a shame my last drawing in 2024 was almost one of Ellie and Chief, and Ellie was only there because I drew her fishing before already. Chief learned about the fish fear me, women fear me hat. At this point, I have to ask. When you say Chief, do you mean Brianna? Do you mean someone that I know? What are we talking about? What are we talking about? I don't understand. Of course she's not a rock eater. Lena would be afraid of her. She eats only gems. Lena is also part gem. She doesn't really own the mine. It's more of a who's going to notice a hole in the middle of the forest kind of situation. Honestly, like, you know, you're saying that as a joke, but legit. It's not mine. Bros, the mine is not mine. Makeup also we can 50-50 it. Should I start from zero in Power World? Yes, I don't even remember what we were doing. Or no, what about the little progress you've made? I'm gonna make the poll and I want you to be super aware that I'll ignore the result. Should I start a new run in Power World? Note, I won't. No matter what wins. There you go. Your toy is ready. Have fun. Have fun. Enjoy it. Let's see if you can 50-50 it. As far as I remember, the capture card was similar in price to the game. However, in my case, I did need a specific capture card that is compatible with Switch. I think there are cheaper cards for PC only. I won't think about it for now. Let me be honest, I can't think about it for now. I think Crumpets joined our new co-op and already surpassed the last point of Ellie Power streams. Well, it took me too long to get there. I can't. Listen! I can't let go of all that progress, okay? Finally, the stream loads for me. Oh, it's on now. Welcome! Hi, welcome! Happy 2025! It's 100% fine to not have no tips or anything on stream, so as long as you still get the money and Coffee didn't eat anything. So for the longest time, I didn't have notifications. But then I saw that Lena has them and I asked her how to do it. And that's why I'm like upset about it, because I supposedly did. And then I guess I didn't put it in all my scenes. So... Sharp posting, I can help you with that skill, Ellie, for sure. I mean, remember my eulogy for Greg? I do, but see, that's the kind of thing that I would never think of. That's the kind of thing that my mind cannot think of. It's crazy. Coming back a full minute or so to type a comment and it gets eaten by slow mode. Sometimes it's weird and inconsistent. I might have to consider taking the slow mode out, which is kind of scary, but I might have to. Moist is one of my favorite Discord characters. Somewhere in the top, there's a lot of great characters there. I cannot believe there's an actual character called Moist. Oh no! Say it slowly and pronounced like moist. Okay, is this good enough? Moist. I don't know. Someone got uncomfortable. Someone's watching this VOD and cursing me under their breath. I definitely already know an anglerfish-based VTuber. Anglerfish freaking scare me. Anglerfish scare me. Paying my LA taxes in this year, 2025. Alkavi, thank you so much for being here for 19 months. I hope that you've been enjoying. I hope that you keep enjoying, and I hope that this isn't too late. I know that I'm behind on the chat, but I hope this isn't too late. Thank you for being here. Yeah, they just get disfigured by the pressure. Yeah, I've been too harsh on blobfish. Blobfish don't deserve my hate. They're fine if they are in their own place. They're fine if they stay in their own environment. What about the housefly, though? Now that we established new rancor lore, it's an important question to ask. I mean, here's the thing. Okay, I'll tell you what about the housefly. They can be very annoying if, like, they are big and sound very loud. But other than that, when I am about to kill something that moves and I notice that it's a fly and not a mosquito, I let it go. I don't, you know, I don't kill them. Are they my favorite thing in the world? No, they can be kind of annoying. But will I go out of my way to harm them? No, they're just little dudes doing their own thing. I can coexist with houseflies. We can be friends. What's better than a gun for mosquitoes? Hands. Your God-given weapons against mosquitoes, your hands. Didn't have a single problem with delay? Okay, I would like, you know what? I would like people to tell me if they're having problems with the slow mode so that I can assess how bad the problem is and how, like, generalized it is. All I'll say is a hyena or an anglerfish VTuber would have a lot of explaining to do. I don't think so. I think as long as you know, you know. And if you don't, you don't. And it's fine. Whether it's changeable or not doesn't matter. Sometimes you just need to vent or get stuff out of your chest, and we will 100% tolerate that for you if you need it. But I don't like venting. It's like, this is... Okay, it's not that I don't like venting. Everyone likes venting if they need to vent. But that's not the kind of thing I want to do on stream. That's not like I have, you know, this space, and this space is my happy space. Or at least it's supposed to be. I don't want it to be like a place where I whine. Do whatever you are most comfortable with. Yeah. What do you think? Things aren't just gonna break and that's it? What? What do you mean, why do you think things aren't just gonna break? I'm heavily confused by your statements. She's a picotherm that needs warmth and the temperature is still too hot for her. Well, if you had to deal with 45 degrees real feel, you would also probably not appreciate it. I have high tolerance for heat compared to a lot of people in my country. Not in my country, sorry, in my city. Because I'm sure that Leo probably has even better temperature resistance than me. But in general, I'm pretty resistant to heat, but everyone has their limits, you know? John Arks, you're good. Made buffalo wings and roast potatoes. That sounds lovely. I'm glad that you had a good meal. Delphine Square, welcome. Delphine, welcome. Hello, how are you doing? Hope you're having a good day. Welcome, welcome. I wasn't expecting another VTuber I found is just leaving. Like graduating? Is that what you're talking about? Just to clarify, we do not complain about Ellie behind the chat. We are laughing at her for being behind the chat. No way! No, really? But yeah, it's just that I want to get back into the chat to read them, because sometimes people may arrive and feel ignored. And sometimes people may leave and I don't get to answer their stuff before they leave. And sometimes I entirely lose the context of whatever was being talked about. So I do want to be more up to date with the chat, you know? You seem to be doing somewhat okay so far. Yeah, I think I'm not as far as I've been on other times. For the past year or so, I guess Ellie versus Chat is always my favorite and stream show. Well, I wouldn't say versus. We're talking. This is a good, nice conversation, right? Ellie's not changing a CPU by herself. You're goddamn right I'm not. You're goddamn right. I am not trying. I am not trying. friend that happened to some small-time talents that I follow that became big-time talents is an ambivalent sort of pain, the worst kind. You want that sort of close connection with them like you used to have, but you also want to see them succeed and be happy. I totally get that. Like, I 100% get that, man. Of course I do. Wait. Oh my god, I'm so close to the bottom of the chat. Overall, I would like to say that computers are like Legos and they are very easy to change parts. But honestly, when I was building my current PC, it was actually pretty hard to do. And I used to work as an IT guy. I built hundreds of older PCs. But yeah, CPU is something Ellie would be outright afraid of touching even in older PCs. I would be afraid to touch it, period. That's it. I would be afraid. I don't want to mess up. I don't want to break. It's too expensive for me to try, okay? If I mess up, no, it's too bad. Too much of a risk. Potato equals useless? Not really. Not really. Plus, here's the thing. You're saying that, but I already forgot the context of exactly what I said. But at no point I said that my computer is useless and it's gonna go to the trash. Like, that's not what I'm saying. Sound cards are a luxury these days. You don't need them unless you're doing a lot of high-level audio work. I probably most definitely don't have one then. I definitely don't have one. See, my Berserker Chief is Brie. Okay, I get it now. I get it now. Nami, sorry that it took me so long to figure that out. But did you at least draw her? When you said that you wanted to do your last drawing of the year and you wanted Chief, did you draw her? I would like to see. Maybe it's in the Discord. maybe you posted it on her Discord. Based Ellie and her love of democracy? Listen, I'm giving you the toy, but I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna do it, okay? Your toy is ready, have fun. Yeah, I'm not gonna, it's not a useful ball. This ball is not going to affect my decision. Should I make the poll? Should I start a new run and do no and no? I mean, yeah, I could have, to be honest. I remember when Nintendo released Pokemon Sword and Shield, it ran well in the programmer's PC, but when they had to port it to console, the game ran at 12 FPS and they had to cut a lot of stuff. See, that's bad. That's bad. At least starting Power from scratch would be one of the worst things to happen to me this year, not gonna lie. It would be the worst thing to happen to me too, because I don't have the time, bro. I don't have the time. You can catch up pretty fast, Ellie, since you know how things work. Also, there are a lot of new stuff, even at low level, that you skipped. But do you know how long it took me to gather all of these resources and to build all of the stuff? I don't have the time. I don't have the time. Rexy, welcome. Rexy. I'm okay, guys. I'm okay. Let me drink water. Rexy, welcome. Hello, how you doing? Hope you're having a good day. Welcome, welcome. Scuff streamer notive stuff. Oh, please tell me something new in 2025. Rexy, you didn't see it, but today my Wi-Fi decided that I had no rights and half of the stream has been me frozen. Welcome to 2025. Is that something new? Can be kind of annoying. Yeah, I guess that part takes out. Lydia, thank you for being here for 15 months. I hope that you've been enjoying it. I hope that you keep enjoying. So what's a blobfish? It's one of those cases that it's ugly, but it's decompressed and that's why? Yes, exactly. Blobfish is a deep ocean fish, which if you see it, if you Google it, if you just Google blobfish, you're gonna get like the ugliest fucking fish that you've ever seen. But if you see a blobfish in its actual environment, where it has the amount of pressure that it needs to have, that it evolved to be in, it looks like just a normal fucking fish. That is the curse of the blobfish. Hands have limit of reach and are slower than salt bullets, Ellie. Yeah, but those leave a mess in your house everywhere, and it's still like super annoying to try and like get the mosquito. And did I get it? Did I not get it? Do I have to go look for its corpse in the floor? Fuck that! I'll snap it with my hand. I'll have the corpse in my hand. I'll wash it off. Done. No more cleanup necessary. No more wondering if I got it or not. No wasting salt. How much salt are you gonna waste in that? Houseflies may be better off to kill, honestly. Houseflies vomit up some of their stomach contents on everything they land on, you, your staff, etc. And you know what their favorite food is? Feces! I get it. I get it. But like, I'm a pacifist. You guys don't believe me, and that's your inner joke. But it doesn't make me less of a pacifist. I don't want to kill houseflies. Venting on stream is kind of a last resort. Even if your regular watchers are 100% okay with it, there's still the VOD to consider. Exactly. Like, this is part of my philosophy of streaming, right? And this is not like, it's not an objective thing. It's not like the truth. I'm not laying down gospel. I'm not saying this as if it's like the universal thing. But my streaming philosophy definitely includes like, venting is not something you should do as a streamer. Again, my opinion, and if anyone else out there doesn't mind, because there's a difference between venting and ranting, right? If it's something that you can have a fun time ranting about, it's one thing. But if you're just venting, complaining, and whining, it's something that can definitely create a very uncomfortable situation and feel for the viewer. And I don't know, as a streamer, I always want to consider the feel that I'm creating for you guys in the forefront. You know, like I always want that to be my priority. Yeah, which moment, I'm gonna do a little segue because I'm almost at the bottom of the chat, and this is a great moment to connect to the whole vulnerability that I mentioned earlier. I feel like this year I did struggle with that a little bit. I felt like chat relation in this channel became a little bit more confrontational, and when I look back at the year, I wonder if I mishandled the confrontational aspect, either internally or externally. Like, I know that internally it felt a lot more confrontational, and I don't know, it's hard to judge, you know? It's hard to judge what feel was perceived on your guys' end. So this year, this last part of the year, I kind of like had a lot of insecurities about how I had been handling the chat lately. It's hard to talk about it because, like, it's the kind of thing that it takes a long time to process internally, and then trying to put actual words and communicate these ideas to someone else is like, I don't know if I'm communicating exactly what my brain processed, but like, I do think the priority of a streamer, at least my priority as a streamer, is creating a good feel and a good environment and a good, like, I want you guys to come here because you like how it feels, right? That's the point. That's the point. And I feel like this year I might have not been my best at it. I think this year I might have like engaged in a more confrontational manner that I wasn't proud of. I know that doesn't sound like super vulnerable, but it feels very vulnerable for me to say and to like admit to myself and to admit out loud, etc. You know, like, I know you're probably hearing this and you're like, this is vulnerable? Come on, Ellie, this is nothing. But it feels vulnerable for me. If you cannot tell by the funny voices coming out, because it's hard to say it with a straight voice. I live in the fucking mountains, so yes. Yeah, I know that you probably have a much better temperature regulation than me, Leo. Did Ellie just jumble my name? I don't think so. Didn't I say Delphin? I said Delphin. You say that, yet every art stream you vent about art and progress. Well, but that's a different thing. That's a different thing. I'm not really venting. I'm setting up expectations. The right expectations. I don't want anyone to have big expectations that I cannot accomplish. Just so you know, Ellie, we would help you fund additional AC stuff for you to make the summer more bearable for you. This is a business expense as far as we're concerned. Unfortunately, I've thought about it before, but unfortunately, it's not so much about funding it, and it's more about ACs require a specific setup of like space and room and window, at least as far as I know, as far as I've researched before. Like, you can't just buy an AC and plop it wherever. You have to make sure that your space is AC friendly, question mark. And I don't think I could have an AC anywhere in my streaming space. I don't think anything would like fit the requirements of an AC in the room where I stream. So I'm screwed. One of the indies I follow announced their graduation too. Stuff happens, people move on. There's a lot of things related to it, right? Some indies may be graduating because they got in a company. Some indies may be graduating because they realized that after a while they lost their interest for streaming. Some indies may like have decided that they couldn't keep trying if they weren't earning enough, and they have decided that they're gonna seek a more stable income. There's a lot of things that could be going into it, but it's as you say, stuff happens, people move on, and those VTubers were probably making the decision that was best for them. And I think it's important to remember when we feel bad about it, that at least they are probably happy, right? At least they're probably happy, because if they took that decision, it was for their own good. That's the way I try to think about it, because as much as we can miss them, I've always been the kind of person who will prioritize feeling happy for them. I was enjoying a penguin stream and she just announced her leaving. I haven't heard of that yet. I wonder if it's just someone that I don't know. The weirdest part of the IT gig is the moment where you have to get used to the warranty tape. You have to reprogram yourself to remember that you are the qualified personnel now. You mean when people bring you the warranty, or when you have a warranty of your own? What does that mean exactly? You're both in it, but I never finished it. Oh, but I mean, you can finish it this year. It's a continuation. You don't sound fine. She was never always fine. I'm fine. We have the emote for a reason. We don't believe you're a pacifist because you're not. I am, but it's sad that you can see it. Ellie wouldn't hurt a fly, but XYZ isn't a fly. Well, I wouldn't hurt a fly though. I wouldn't hurt a fly. That's true. Feel like you didn't curse at us enough. I curse at things. I curse at the computer, and I curse at characters, and I curse at video games, and I curse at the internet. But I would only curse at people if I'm really mad at them. Hallie, or as a joke. I would only like curse at people. Oh my god, I didn't tell you guys about that. I don't think you guys heard it. My shoulder, I was crunching my back right now, and my shoulder did a horrible like sound cracking. I don't think you heard that, but I forgot to tell you guys about my latest stupidity. I forgot to tell you guys about the latest certified Ellie move. So when you grocery shop, I don't know about you guys, but when I grocery shop, I take a cart so that I can put a lot of things in the cart and then effortlessly move the cart around without having to carry weight. I forgot when I went to groceries. Last time that I went, a couple days ago, I forgot the fact that because I was going to just go buy veggies, right? Like, in my mind, I was like, oh, I'm just gonna go get veggies. I'm not gonna do an entire grocery run. I'm not gonna go to the butcher's. I'm not gonna go to the market. I'm just gonna go get veggies. It's fine. I can just use a bag, right? I don't need the cart. I'll just take a bag. I fucking forgot that based on the recipes and everything that I wanted to buy veggie-wise, that I was going to be putting 6 to 7 kilograms of content into that one bag and then putting it on one shoulder because it's one bag. And I am in so much pain. I am in so much pain because that was a stupid decision. I forgot that bags are not destructible. I forgot my shoulder cannot hold 7 kilograms of weight, bro. It was painful as fuck, and my shoulder hurts. Yay! Certified Ellie moment. 8 minutes behind, but chat molasses up. She's almost there. I feel like you didn't curse at us enough. I'm trying. I feel like I'm close. Cut yourself some slack. It's only been one stream. It's gonna get better. I promise. However, you want to run anything or handle yourself on your problem is 100% up to you and fine by us. I just wanted to make sure you know you have options. You're only human, Ellie. You're only humanoid, Ellie. Sometimes humanoids need to get things off their chest to be told and reminded, no, you're not crazy. Those people that you dealt with are the crazy ones, etc. You didn't have any surface dispenser to alleviate the damage that caused it? No, I didn't. I put it all in the little string of a bag. It was bad. It was bad. Sounds painful. We need to get Ellie one of those professional massages which would involve her lying face down on the table and 4+ other tables stuck behind it for her tail. Oh, that's a funny image. That's a funny image. And a very exasperated, disappointed looking masseuse. It eventually will leave. The pain will leave eventually. And I learned, right? I learned my lesson. Now, the cart goes with me every time I go out grocery shopping. Even if I just go get veggies. Oh, wait. Chat. Okay. It's natural though you're eccentric based and hellbent on doing things your way based. I am pretty stoic on the way that I want to do things. I do have my own ways and my own opinions, and yeah. It hurts when someone leaves. I know, but you have to, you have to think about their happiness too, to make your pain lesser. It's the most interesting thing about your streams, but it does invite discourse where you really don't match us. And I understand that. But it's not just that. I felt like that I got too confrontational. Like, in general, we all got more confrontational this year. So, coming up next year, I'll try to manage myself better and not be as confrontational. Anyone heard a fly about cockroaches? I would hurt cockroaches because they can become a plague very easily. Yeah, I think cockroaches are fine to get rid of. Maybe. I don't know. I don't really need to, thankfully. I don't think I've seen a cockroach in like my space, my house inside, I think I haven't seen a cockroach in at least 8 years in an inside place. Like, I've seen them outside, but that's not my problem. That's not my problem. PCs, especially for corporate use, will have warranty tape on certain parts to tell you, hey, if you open this up, we will void your warranty. Oh, No, but you can open them because you're a IT professional, or not now, but you would be able to open them because you are the qualified professional. Oh. What is worth, by the way, Ellie, I say something you really do not agree with. I don't mind if you go confrontational about it. I prefer it, actually. You're allowed to have your own opinions that differ from mine. How are either of us going to learn anything if we already agree on anything or never discuss our conflicting opinions? Yeah, but I don't mean exactly that. The thing is that I don't want to give specific examples, because if I give specific examples, I would run the risk of hurting someone's feelings. That sounds... Okay, you know how I don't want to be confrontational? If I say specific things, people could like consider like, oh, was it me? Was I the one who said that? Or was I the one who did this? Or blah 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 blah. And it could lead individual people to feel like bad. So it's not just about like disagreeing on things. 10 minutes? 5 minutes! I'm so close to the chat, guys. I'm so close to the chat. Is it similar to my stupidity of agreeing to work out with my dad and spend my Christmas tour? That is an understandable stupid decision, because you wanna like give your dad the time and company and, you know, do that thing with him. But yeah, I wouldn't risk my Christmas personally. Ellie briefly forgot that the super strong snake woman thing is a bit. Yeah, I forgot. Your shoulder can do it, Ellie. The problem was the surface applied with that force. Oh yeah, it was a very thin surface. I suffered. I saw it was very thin. A very thin strap on the bag. Metal Wolf 1000 and Night Shifter, welcome guys to the channel, to the pit. I hope you enjoy your time here, and welcome to 2025. Hello. I would smash them due to being allergic to them. Ooh, allergic to cockroaches? Yeah, in that case you better kill them. But wait, you have to kill them with things, not with your bare hands, because that would be bad for you, right? Hey, that is welcome and hello, how are you doing? Hope you're having a good day. Welcome. Yes, I know, lamia, not human. You know what I mean, Ellie? I know. You meant to say humanoid. I know. She's only humanoid after all. Don't put the blame on her. Exactly. Pain is an excellent teacher. I will remember this lesson for a while, bro. I will remember. Okay, 3 minutes. I need to really rush this so that I can say a couple more things. Okay, let me really rush this. I have some experience in massaging, not a professional level, but I didn't have anyone complain yet. That is so cool. That is really cool. I would be afraid of hurting someone. Por eso mismo yo me imprimí un cilindro 3D por si voy a comprar y llevo bolsas que no me corten la circulación. Por eso mismo yo salgo con un carrito en vez de solo con la bolsa. Cut to Ellie carrying the cart full of groceries on her bag. The cart has wheels! I only take a shopping cart if I know I will buy stuff of a bigger surface area that it will fit in a bag. And a bag I only take if I grab more stuff that I can bring back home stacked in my hands. I thought that way, and it ended up with me having a lot of shoulder pain right now, so I will not think about it that way anymore, and I will always go with the cart. You can only heal pain with greater pain that will make you forget about your previous pain. That's an extreme solution. If you try it, tell me how it goes, because I'm not willing to. I'm not willing to. I haven't seen a cockroach in my life. In Poland, they only ever appear in human-lived areas if someone has a terrible biodegradable problem. I think that might be the case, at least for my experience, because I only have seen them like out in the wild for the last, I don't know, 10 years? I don't know. Might need a new comfy VTuber after today. I can recommend Yomi as an extremely comfy VTuber, but I don't know about time scheduling. Isn't there something something called the shopping cart theory, where if you don't return them to the queue, you can't reason? No, the shopping cart theory is... Also, Snake Eye, did I say hello to you today? Welcome, hi, how are you doing? The cart theory says if you're a bad person or a good person. Basically, putting the cart back is something that only takes time for you, but it doesn't give you any benefit, and it gives a benefit to all of the people around you, like the people who work there don't have to waste their time putting your cart back, and the people who are looking for a cart can get a cart fast because all of the carts are in their appropriate place, and no one has an obstruction when they're walking or in their cars because you put the carts in the appropriate place. So basically, the theory says, like, if you put your shopping cart back, you are doing an objective good for everyone else at the cost of your time and effort without earning anything for it. So that makes you a good person. That's what the theory says. No more confrontation! 2025 is the year of passive aggression, baby! But passive aggression is also confrontation, no! It's not confrontation! Rats will sometimes walk around, but cockroaches seem to just spawn in people's houses when the conditions are met. They seemingly do not exist otherwise. I've seen a couple more rats than I've seen cockroaches, actually. In this last like few years, I feel like I've seen more rats than cockroaches. Hurting someone's feeling. The girl that dislikes tomato and lettuce as a salad. Tomato and lettuce is not going to get their feelings hurt, so I can insult them as much as I want. Tomato and lettuce is not going to get their feelings hurt, and I can say it sucks. Yeah, I wouldn't want to single anyone out, Leo. I love to admit it, but I only now copy and move the layer below words I wrote to make a shadow that is way more legible. Write it in Krita by hand. Hey, as long as it's working. It doesn't matter if you only did it now. What matters is it's done. It doesn't matter. It's done. I remember in school. Oh my god. Wait. You know what? It's been 5. It's hit the 2 hours for me. So I'm gonna keep reading, but first I want to say something that's important. Because I did mention I wanted to say something and talk about the next coming year. So I'm gonna do that now. Let me mark the message that I was in. Okay. So one thing that is important to say, I shouldn't have said this late into the stream, but it doesn't matter, whatever. One thing that I will say, it's sort of confession time. Confession time. This year, I can do this. I can say it. It's fine. This year I actually had to struggle a lot with burnout. I feel when I look back into the year, I can tell it like specific points in the year that I lost a lot of time because of specific things. Like, I had to do a lot of dog sitting this year. I had the whole thing with my best friend moving out of the country. That kept me busy and depressed for a while. I also had some other things that may or may not have come up on stream. Doesn't matter. The point is, I noticed by the end of the year, as I was coming close to the holidays, I noticed that I had never been as excited to just literally take a break and do nothing. I mentioned this year that I was like, my intent was to not be online when I was on holiday so I could take a full break, and the reason for that was because I want to alleviate the burnout as fast as possible, and half working is not super conducive to recovering from burnout. So I wanted to do as clean of a cut as I could, and I was hoping that by the time I came back that it was gonna be like, whatever, 1 week was enough. But it kinda felt like admitting it to myself that I really needed that also opened the floodgates to admit that that I'm actually like more burnt out than I would like to admit, and more burnt out that anyone wants to be. So what I'm trying to say why am I so nervous? What I'm trying to say is that this year I probably will take more breaks, and I probably will slow down with putting out certain things. Like maybe I'll stop trying to put out drawings. So I'm graduating. No, it's not. No. Listen, not even as a joke. But I will probably take more breaks, and I probably will. This is the one that I'm most nervous about saying. I probably will be less active on the Discord, because I do take a significant amount of time every morning, every afternoon, every night, like throughout the day at certain points, to make sure that I'm caught up in every single channel and that I'm responding to anything, that I have anything valuable to say. And like, I don't know, like I'm putting a lot of time and energy that I don't feel like I have at this point, because I am burnt out. And the ramp up to being able to work as well and as much as I'm used to, I think I need to give myself a very slow ramp up. Because I basically throughout the year I've been noticing that it was harder and harder for me to do things as well or as fast. It's not that I've ever been fast, but well, how to say this? Like, I noticed that I was struggling to put. So it's so hard for me. Words. Say before burnout, say I had like my normal 100% output, right? As consistently, maybe that's what I'm trying to say. Let me just put it in the words as visually as I can. So let's say my normal output was 100%, right? Let's set up my 100% output that I had not last year, 2023, right? Let's consider the output I had at 2023 my 100%. This year, I noticed that it was harder and harder to reach an even 50% of that output. I noticed that I was working slower and worse. Even though my drawing did get faster, let's not ignore this, my drawing did get faster, but at the same time, my actual being able to work became slower. Even though my drawing itself was faster, it did not result in me putting out drawings faster. And that should tell you what I'm trying to get at, which is like working the same amount of time gave me diminishing returns. As the year went by, more and more diminishing returns. So like I feel like I started working worse and worse. Like it started getting harder and harder. And when I took the break last week and I actually like allowed myself to not even think about all of the projects and all the things I need to do and I want to do, blah, 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 blah. I didn't even think about it for the entire week. And I realized that, wow, yeah, it made a huge difference. Like, I probably need to tackle rest. So, that's what I was trying to say. I was very nervous about it because we all know how the internet works. No one that does YouTube likes taking breaks because we're afraid of what the algorithm will do. We are afraid of what it will be like for our audiences. It's kind of like it always feels like it carries risk, but I have to admit to myself, I need more breaks. I need a little bit of off time. So I'll probably be taking another break on February itself. I know it's like, oh my god, right away you just came back, but I have reasons for that. One, because I think if I actually really focus on like resting a bit more towards the early part of the year, like if I focus now on being able to recover, maybe I can like I'd rather fix it as soon as possible. What I'm trying to say, right, is that I'm I'm trying to fix it as soon as possible. The other thing is the aforementioned best friend that moved to a different country is coming back on February, so I think it would be good to take a break and be available to meet with her before she leaves again. You know? So it's probably coming up, and that's what I wanted to say. Like, this year might come with a bit of a slowdown and with a couple more breaks and with a bit less output of casual day-to-day activity so that I can focus on doing things behind scenes without pressuring myself to put stuff out. You know? That's what I'm trying to get at. Okay. Ooh, it felt good to finally, like, get it, say it, get it out, because I was nervous about saying it. I was nervous about saying it. Okay, what are you guys saying? I feel like I want to go back to the chat, but I also want to see what you guys are saying about it. You'd love to see a parasocial streamer? I am more parasocial than I wish I was. Weak? I am weak right now. Yeah. Therapy session time. She has the talking pillow. I have the talking fan that I'm playing with because I'm nervous. I'm opening and closing the fan. I'll probably break it. I'm too nervous not to be doing something with my hands right now. I do not even know what I would do with myself if I do not have some project to work on. You will... The thing is that you are risking burnout that way, because our bodies really do have a limit. As much as we don't like to admit it, our bodies have a physical limit. This was kind of for me when I get migraines from a lot of streams in the past few months. That might be your body telling you to slow down. Because, like, eventually the body will push the brakes for you. You don't need to justify anything as far as needing time for yourself, Ellie, least of all us. Well, but I still care, you know? I still care. You're letting us go from the vine. One day you'll find a door. I believe in you. I believe in you. One day you'll find a door. I will take my leave. Goodbye, Osan. Thank you for being here. I hope that it's not too late to say goodbye. Goodbye. Thank you for being here. We want you to be both successful and comfortable. You deserve that much. Thank you. Thank you. I'm happy for you, Ellie. Does graduating mean you're getting it? I'm not graduating. Basically, I'm graduating for Discord. I'm not graduating from Discord. I will still be reading the messages, but I'll pressure myself less to comment and be active on it. Because sometimes I feel like, oh, I need to add more, to comment something, or to, like, be active, because it's like part of the job. And sometimes if I don't have anything that I feel like it's valuable to say, I end up like just sitting down in front of the Discord and trying to figure out something to say, just so that I can say something, you know? I don't think there's a way to deliver this as clearly and as effective as it needs to. It's fine. But you know how my brain is. It's hard to keep up the pace you set for yourself. That's a good explanation. Yeah. It's hard to set up the pace that I got used to for myself. So if I'm not added in Talk to Ellie, I won't read. No, I never said that. Don't just stop. Don't just start saying everything in Talk to Ellie. I'm still gonna read it all. I'll just be more mindful about not forcing myself to answer if I don't feel like I have anything to answer. Because it's something that I used to do. All of us will still be in your community during your breaks and after your breaks. That's you know, something that's reassuring, because that is something that the parasocial streamer brain fears. Sheriff Pumpkin, welcome and hello, how are you doing? Hope you're having a good day. Welcome, welcome. I will say, Ellie, from my point of view, this announcement is a lot bigger deal for you than it is for us. I know, but it still feels scary for me. Still feels scary for me. As long as you let us know what you're doing right now, nobody sees the smallest of fishes. I know! I logically know. Because that's how I feel about the VTubers or content creators that I follow. But it doesn't stop it from feeling really stressful from this side, you know? If you somehow flop after the break, you can always build it up from the start. That's an undertaking. That's like the worst nightmare of a content creator. There was also a lot of slowdowns last year around that part of the year, so we're kind of used to it. I frankly feel like this is better since we know in advance what is going on. Yeah, I maybe this is because I finally noticed and admitted to myself. Like, once I have the actual understanding of it, it's a lot different. See, Ellie, sometimes you need to get stuff out of your chest. You feel better afterwards. I know, I've been thinking about saying this for most of December. Actually, here's the thing. I've been thinking about confessing to myself, admitting basically that I have proper burnout. And I was like, if I still feel this way after the break, I'll admit it to myself if I still feel this way after the break. And unfortunately, I do. So I've been thinking about saying this for a while. And I wanted to not say it unless I knew for 100% certainty that that's probably like, that's what I feel is happening. And even now that I'm saying like, yes, I admitted it to myself. Do you notice the kind of language I'm using? I'm using a lot of probablys. I'm using a lot of maybes. I'm using a lot of percentages. It's like, even after I admit it to myself, it's still hard to just straight up admit it again. So that gives you an idea of the kind of paths my anxiety takes. I'm honestly shook that it took you nearly this long to need more time off, because I was good at keeping myself in a healthy balance. Like, I don't, unless it's something like super clutch, I don't skip hours of sleep. I don't skip, like, I don't work myself to the bone after the first year. The first year was terrible. The first year, I would literally give myself no time to rest. Then the second year, I went from forcing myself to take 1 hour of rest to take a couple of hours of rest. And this year, I took a lot more rests because of the burnout. Like, there were a significant amount of times where I couldn't fathom working. And when I did work, like, I was so slow and sluggish and ineffective and stuff like that. You know? So, like, it took me a long time because I kind of, like, gave myself breaks to prevent it from happening. Just not good enough breaks and not good enough prevention. Basically, it took me this long because I was doing preventative measures. But it still happened because my preventative measures were not strong enough. Not committed enough. Yeah? Yeah. Okay. Who invented the limits in the body? Probably the body. Probably the body itself. Oh, fuck. How am I still so far from the chat? You need to distance yourself so that it's not a chore and you'll find the passion again, because it never leaves from you. Totally normal streamer things that everyone goes through. To be honest, the thing is, it's not the streams themselves, right? Like, I enjoy the streams. That's the entire point. But I do need to put myself a limit on things that I do, that I put pressure on myself for. Like, I need to learn to accept that a project will be done when it is done. I have to accept it's like, it sounds like such a stupid thing to say, right? The project will be done when it is done. And that's true always. That doesn't stop being true ever. But not internalizing it, not accepting it, still saying like, oh, it will be done when it will be done, but that done needs to happen tomorrow. You know, like putting pressure on yourself to actually like finish something that you're clearly not being able to finish. It's one of my biggest struggles because I'm slow and I want to do so much more than I can in the time that I have. But that has led me to, that was probably the biggest thing that gave me burnout, that I put pressure on myself to like like, I cannot just accept the project will be done when it is done. And that is something that I'll struggle a lot with internalizing. Allowing myself to take whatever time it needs to take. That's the goal. That is the goal. I feel like I completely lost track of what we were saying, by the way. I honestly think you aren't parasocial. I probably aren't as parasocial as I tell myself I am, but I don't feel I'm entirely safe from it. I know that I'm not safe from it. Migraines, that's just the body telling you you need a pill to keep working, Ellie. No. No. Bad. What am I saying? What did I just say? Bad. Bad. Is that comment right here? No. No, it's not. Damn it. What? Next time Lydia talks. I know who said it. I know who said that. Sorry, I'm not very active, Ellie. I started streaming myself, and well, I was already in the middle of something. I hope you're doing great. Glad you are upgrading your PC. Hey, no problems there. I hope that whatever you're doing, that it's going well, and that you're enjoying. I hope that you're doing great. Ellie's spirit doesn't have limits. Technically, her body does, just like the rest of us, but that's okay. Yeah. I think my spirit is not broken down, but my I'm here. What do you want? You! Bad! No! When we have migraines, we don't just chug a pill and keep working. We rest. Okay? No! Bad! Bad, Lydia! Good to see you finally accepting that you can take a break now and then. Should do you some good. I'll try. But what if someone leaves something hoping for your comment specifically? I know. That's why I pressured myself. So much. Did you just hiss on him? Yes. He deserved it. He was being mean to himself. Oh. Let's... Tengo un catarro que me da joder por las mañanas tiritando sin fuerza. He seguido trabajando y jugando con Leo y Hot Pants a Palworld. ¡Pero eso está mal! Y con 38.8. ¡Eso está mal! Don't you see that's the problem? It's best to take more rest if you struggle with burnout. I'm glad you just take more breaks instead of completely stopping because of burnout. Yeah, I'll just take more breaks. And I'll keep you guys informed every time I'm gonna take a break. Because I'm nervous and anxious about it. You're always so guilty when you announce taking a breather. It's kind of funny and real. I do. I get so nervous. I get so anxious. You don't know anybody active attention or any place active participation, Ellie. It's nice when you do, not obligatory, but that's what makes it so special when we get it. But it feels like I must, you know? Like I feel like I must. I put that pressure on myself. Can't believe Ellie's putting 45-minute slow timers on all the channels. That would allow me to maybe catch up to the chat, you know? Is it okay if I ask from you for a pep talk? If you think right now I can give a proper pep talk after literally saying that I need to take more breaks, it doesn't feel like the right moment. Do you want to say though from our end it wasn't noticeable at all? It wasn't? Let's fucking go! Let's fucking go! The only thing she keeps in her chest is dulce de leche. True. Like everything you said is news to me, so don't worry, take as much time as you need. Thank you guys. Thank you for being chill about it. I knew that was the most likely thing to happen, but I was still nervous. Where's the factorials and quotients? What is that? Math. Blah. Math. Blah. Okay. Spray bottle has done its work. You've been properly chastised. You've been properly chastised. And now it's been 20 extra minutes. Now I really do have to rush. So let me rush It staggers me that Ellie was so hesitant about expressing something so mundane and understandable. I know! Just shows the kind of person she is and how much of a considerate, loving heart she has. I get so anxious. I honestly get so anxious. I hate telling VTubers this of all people because it makes it sound like I think I'm their therapist or their dad or something, but I mean it. I'm proud of you actually biting the bullet and saying what you needed to say. I'm genuinely proud of you admitting your limitations. Yes, I want to set a good example always, and part of a good example is taking a break when you need it. So I'm, you know... I'm also an anxious mess. The fact that I need to convince myself that it's good to take a break because I'm setting a good example for others should tell you the kind of anxiety I'm dealing with, which is not great, but don't worry. I am dealing with it, admitting that it's bad. It's this first step. You know... VTubing really is therapy for girl failures. Joking, of course. You're saying that jokingly, but I am a girl failure, so I'll take it. I'll take it. Gotta say it, a lot of streamers are stream longer more often than you. Don't put the same effort that you do into streaming. Not saying it's a bad thing for those other streamers. No, everyone has their own style. That's not like a diss. I wouldn't take it as a diss, and I know that you don't mean it as a diss. But it is part of like the burnout. Because it's also, you're saying like the amount of effort that I put into streaming, but it's also like the what you don't see, which is the amount of pressure that I put into myself. You see the effort, but you don't live inside here. I'm pointing to my brain. You don't live inside here and you don't know the kind of pressure that I put on myself, and that's unhealthy, and I want to change that, and I want to put myself less pressure, and I want to accept, really accept, naturalize that I can work on stuff and it can be done when it is done. I keep repeating the same thing, but that's like my main blockage, guys. My main blockage is like putting pressure on myself to like, I feel the moment I go to bed, I struggle to sleep because I am already trying to optimize how much I can do tomorrow, you know? In order to make projects advance faster. I try to plan every single action of my day when I'm in bed for the next day. Fucking unhealthy as fuck, bro. Very unhealthy. So I'm trying to internalize that whole, like, work like, I'm trying to internalize the turtle and the hare, right? Be the turtle. Work consistently, and it will happen eventually. You know? You know? No, parasocial isn't inherently bad. It's just a category of interaction. It's only bad if parasocial interaction are confused for other categories of interaction. Parasocial is inherently risky. That's the thing. Parasociality is inherently risky. It's not inherently bad. You can be parasocial and still draw healthy boundaries between, like, your feelings and reality. But it is inherently risky because sometimes it gets harder to draw those boundaries. The spirit is willing, but the flesh is weak and whiny. Exactly! Exactly. Never actually seen the spray bottle acid before. I kind of love it. See? I was very confrontational this last year. The spray bottle didn't even make an appearance in the entire year, probably. That's what I need to do. I need to stop fighting you guys and just start spray bottling you again. That's what I need to do. Coming back, you said when I really again, what did you want to tell me? No, I wanted to spray bottle you. I wanted to chastise you. I wanted to chastise you, do the with the spray bottle. You might have made me inspired to do the same, taking streaming breaks to make sure I can finish my overdue projects. Honestly, yeah, it's important. It really is important. Happy to hear you're taking care of yourself. I will. There's a lot of VTubers that hate being told to take a break, which I do understand that it may feel like the fans don't want to spend time with you when you're already feeling down. Gotta feel the situation out. I think I've said this before. I don't know if it was in the Discord or live. I would never feel like, if someone's telling me to take a break, I would never feel offended at that. I would never feel that it's because people don't want to spend time with me. Because I know that, like, take a break is strictly for my own benefit, but I would still feel like, you know, it still comes with the risk. Algorithmically and blah, 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 everything else. Like, it still feels scary. But I would never take it as a personal offense from the people saying to take one, you know? Did you really do the VTuber thing, Ellie? The I forgot you guys can see my hand gestures and made the hand gestures if you could see it thing? Logan, I'm Argentinian. If you don't know, Argentinians are like... We come from Spanish people, Italian people, and of course the people that already were here. But mostly Italian people and Spanish people. I talk with my hands constantly. Sometimes I have to clarify what I'm doing if it's vital for the context. But if I ever get my 3D, you guys will not fucking believe how much I talk with my hands. Like, I cannot keep my hands still. And this is not a joke. The church and the hair, the tortoise. Did I say anything that sounded similar to church? Tortoise. Oh, I said turtle. It still doesn't sound like church, but tortoise. It's tortoise and the hair. Struggle to go to bed, that's very me, but then again I had to deal with the graduation announcement too. In my case, it's the anxiety. You can't live like that, Ellie. You at least can't sleep like that. You have to work to live. You don't live to work. I know. That's why I'm saying this year I'll focus. This year sounds like too big. This beginning part of the year, this start of the year, I'll focus on healing my relationship to my work and my projects, right? And that's why I'll take more breaks. I'm gonna start the year kind of focusing on healing my own relationship to what I do. And that's why we're gonna have more breaks. That was the announcement. I made it so much bigger and longer because I'm nervous about it, but yeah, you know. Ellie's stressing over putting together a $200 cat toy while we're playing with the box. I know. I know. I'm honestly genuinely glad that you'll be taking time you need for yourself and feel better, Ellie. Ellie's precious to me, so it's important that you be as nice as possible to yourself. I'm trying. I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try. The point is to take random breaks for resting, though. No, I don't need them to be random. I just need them to be like proper rests. Not like, oh, I'm gonna rest, but I'm still gonna keep half my brain on work. Or, oh, yeah, I'm gonna rest, but I'm still going to be pressuring myself to get a significant amount of progress because I'm not streaming, therefore I can draw for more hours of the day, you know? Like, that kind of thing is the kind of thing that I have to heal. I don't think I need them to be random. I just need them to be complete. Spanish and Italian stuck with hands? Yeah. People say that Italians work with hands, but they ignore the amount of hand movements that Spanish people have. Like, Elyssia, tell me if I'm wrong, but we fucking talk with our hands, don't we? we do. The day I understood the weakness of my flesh was the day I decided to just take a pill, some Red Bulls, and do 12-hour shift with only 2 hours of sleep so I have time to play games. You need to sleep more! Leo, you need to sleep more! Ellie speaks more fluently with her hands than with her mouth. Probably. Probably? If you get into every break with I have to meet people, travel, vacation, it defeats the purpose. Not in my case, because in my case, the thing that I need to break from is my relationship with my projects and my work, basically. That's what I need to heal. For everyone, it's probably different. Like, everyone probably has their own struggles and their own reasons for burning out. But in my case, it's 80% at least, if not 90. Definitely related to the amount of pressure I put into myself for finishing projects and advancing projects and trying to get things done faster than I clearly can and being active even if it doesn't come naturally. So spending 2 or 3 times the amount of time that it would take because you have to come up with something even though it wasn't natural. Like, you know, that kind of pressure. We don't leave or forget about you or anything ridiculous like that while you're on any sort of break, Ellie. In exchange, again, you promise to remember how much you're appreciated, cherished, and loved. Seems like a fair exchange. I'll try. I'll try. Dependiendo de la gente, si miras a la gente de 18 o más, algunas conversaciones solo miras las manos y sabes qué dicen. That's what I'm saying. Si son jóvenes ya no tanto por esas cosas que tienen estos youngsters de teléfonos móviles o algo así. Yo estoy muy viejo para esos cacharros. I think maybe this is something with how I was raised, and maybe this is something specifically to... Oh, not how I was raised. I'm stupid. This is something specifically with Latinidad. In my case, it's not common to have your phone on you and on your hands all the time. For starters, you're outside, you don't use your phone. You use it if you feel like you are protected enough and or like you feel like you can sprint after someone if they take it and run, okay? So most people, regardless of age, are not going to live with their phones in their hands because that's how you get shit stolen. So I don't know if it has to do with racing situations, like how I was raised, or if it has to do with like costumbres argentinas, but kids in Europe have tablets as young as 2 years old. Most people here don't have tablets. They definitely get entertained with phones and stuff, but that's always as long as you're inside the house, as long as you are like, it's not something you constantly do. That does sound like a concern I've never heard. What, not having your phone on your hand when you're outside? Yeah. The Drexus, welcome and hello, how are you doing? Hope you're having a good day. Welcome, welcome. I just got here, was recommended this channel. What sort of content goes around here? Well, welcome first of all. Welcome to the channel, and welcome to the pitch, and welcome to 2025. The normal content that I do is mostly gaming, mostly indie games, although fair disclosure, I just started Infinity Nikki not too long ago and I'm obsessed with it, so also that, even though it's not an indie game. I do a lot of indie games. I do some art streams. Mostly, I try to do 1 per week or 1 every other week. Do I say that I sing, guys? The rest of the chat advised me on this one because I do so few singing. I do my yearly anti-Valentine's karaoke. You know? Bioshock is such an unknown indie gem. Well, Bioshock too. Bioshock also is an exception, but it's mostly indie titles. Cozy chatting VTuber. She's a shape-shifting candy kaiju. I do chat a lot. Every single stream, I end with at least half an hour of chatting. So that's, I guess that's something I can mention about my streams. Yeah. And what kind of indie games? What kind of indie games? I have no fucking clue, guys. At the beginning, I was so confident that I was gonna try a bunch of styles. And then I did. But like, I don't think I ever settled on something that I enjoy more than other things. At least less than great circumstance has a mostly positive result. People shouldn't necessarily always have a phone wired to their heads all the time. Oh, absolutely. I agree with that. I agree with that. Gentlemen, prevent the hazing ritual. No hazing ritual. In Argentina, if someone steals your phone, it's your fault for being an easy target, not the thief. Like, I wouldn't say it exactly like that. But yeah, in Argentina, it's like, come on, bro, you weren't being safe about it? Like, if you said like, oh man, someone stole my phone in the bus, your first reply is probably gonna be, why the fuck were you with your phone out on the bus? Your first reply is probably gonna be like, and what were you doing with your phone out? Like, it's definitely like a cultural thing. She does an annual singing stream. I do at least one annual singing stream. I'm hoping that I'll do more, guys. I've been thinking about it, but due to the aforementioned burnout thing, I'm trying not to put more things on my table. But I have been thinking about, like, possibly doing something about karaoke, but I don't want to say anything because I don't want to put any more pressure on myself. You do sing when you get scared in a game. Oh, yeah. That's another thing. Drek says, I'm a panicky gamer who is not good at games, except when I am. Does that mean anything? Not really. But, like, I have two modes. Either, what the fuck are you doing? How did you not see that? Why are you so blind? Stop panicking. Stop panicking. You're doing mistakes because you're panicking. Oh my god, Ellie. I either do that, or I beat a boss first run and do things that, like, people expected me to struggle fairly easily. I don't think I have much of a middle point. I feel like mostly it goes really well or really badly. That's my gaming style. That's my gaming style. We told her to think more, but she's still on her training arc and is still in the filler part. Actually, I've been feeling so much more confident this past few months. Like, I actually feel excited about the idea of preparing the anti-Valentine's karaoke this year because I feel like I'll struggle less than last year preparing the songs. Hopefully I'm right. Hopefully I'm right. Argentina's a rough place, man. Yeah. More singing. I can't believe Ellie's gonna duet with Iron Mouse on baseball. You know what? Keep up that visualizing. I'm not gonna get mad at that. You keep up that visualizing. Visualize that for me, and we probably won't get it, but shoot for the moon, and you'll still land on the stars, right? Right? Do you just look out the window for the whole bus trip, not listening to music or any games? I read. I am a reader, so I do carry my ebook. I do have an ebook. It's not an Amazon, whatever the fuck are those called? Kindle. It's not a Kindle. It's an ebook. But the thing is that it's not the kind of thing that's likely to get stolen. But yeah, I read. When I'm in trips, I read. Also, like, listening to music is a lot more common now. In the past, it might have not been, but it's very common now because of the prevalence of headless earphones, earbuds. Because the thing is, imagine this, right? Imagine this. You're in a bus. You are with your phone listening to music. Cleo, welcome. Hello, how are you doing? Hope you're having a good day. Welcome. And also, I don't think I've seen you here before. Welcome to the channel. Welcome to the pit. Also, Moyubai, welcome. Hi. Hello, how are you doing? Hope you're having a good day. Welcome to the channel. Welcome to the pit. I don't speak Chinese. I speak English and Spanish. That's what I speak. I love your last streams. Happy New Year. Thank you. Thank you so much. Happy New Year to you too. Happy 2025. Okay, so imagine this, right? Imagine you are in the bus, you're listening to music, and someone wants to steal something from you, right? They want to do a ring and run. They want to ring the bell on the bus, and when the bus opens its doors, they want to just grab whatever they can and run off the bus, right? If you have cabled, wired headphones, they can snatch on the wire and they'll get either the headphones or, if they're lucky, the headphones with the cell phone. But now that wireless is like, it's gotten to the point that it's kind of cheap. You can get some for cheap. There's no risk involved because what are they gonna fucking do? Come and pick something out of your ear? Then they'll have one head here. One thingy! I'm not being able to find the word right now. One auricular. The other one is gonna be on the other side of your head. They're not gonna get it. They can't run quickly with that. And it's not like physically connected to your phone, so they can't grab your phone with that either. It's like it's more common to listen to music now. I personally read because I appreciate it as, you know, reading time. One headphone, Ellie. I'm sorry. I got, like, my words got stupid. But hey, we are going to start wrapping up, okay? It's been a long time. We're gonna start wrapping up. I'm gonna get to the bottom of the chat and we're gonna start wrapping up. I am aware that I never went back to the other messages, but I feel like if I do that, we'll be here until like 3 more hours. Start? No, I know. We're gonna wrap it up. We're gonna wrap it up. Defying expectations in gamings? I sure do. This year the songs will be all MIDI and the vocals too. That would be such a cop-out. Shoot for the moon and you'll hit the ground hard? That's not how it goes. It's the reverse. Shoot for the stars and you'll land the moon? I don't think it is. I think I said it the right way. Imagine being able to ride the bus without looking out the window and not getting nauseous. Oh no! You have that thing. I don't remember the name of it right now, but you have that thing. Oh, I'm so sorry. So sorry about that. I do find it quite unfortunate you took the time of your day to get voice coaching and you refuse to do singing streams. Yeah, I know it's more than just for singing, but still. It's definitely more than just for singing. And the thing... the thing is how long it takes me to learn songs. Like, it's about learning the metric, learning the lyrics, learning to figure out, like, how to reach or stylize. I have to practice them a whole lot, and then I also have to figure out the setup on a digital level. Because, like, last time I did the Anti-Valentines, some of those songs, even though I had practiced the whole thing, I had recorded the whole thing, I had done my due diligence in practicing it, and still some of those songs had so much delay. When the day came, and I messed up some lyrics and stuff like that, so it just takes a lot of time to prepare. We still got 16 minutes, but I want to use them to wrap up, you know? Kevin Nuss, welcome and hello, how are you doing? Hope you're having a good day. I don't think I've seen you here before, so welcome to the channel, welcome to the pit. I hope you enjoy your time here. Shoot for the stars and you'll start an interstellar incident. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's not that one. I'm pretty sure it's not that one either. Ellie's sorry about giving you motion sickness when she was creating this portal realm. Motion sickness! That's the thing! You see, that's why I say you refuse to do a singing stream. You can't just sing. You need to make it a big deal and a big event. I know. I know that it could just say, okay, let's do a singing stream and just sing without prepping anything. But that's like, the anxiety would be so through the roof if I did that. The anxiety is already through the roof when I prep it. Like, I would be in panic mode for real if I didn't prep it. I recall half of those mistakes existing only in your mind. If you go to the VOD and your ear is ever so slightly tuned into tempo, there's one song that is incredibly delayed. It sounds as if I didn't hear what I was singing. Like, it literally, I couldn't, I tried to hear back and it was painful. It was literally painful. It was really bad. So yeah, we're gonna wrap it up here. That is the bottom of the chat. I am going to check if I can really quickly find the message that I had marked and see if I missed anything that I want to comment on. I'm reading all those messages. I think Ellie's comfy enough. Aw, thank you, Delphine. The emotional pain from playing ranked mode in a competitive shooter game made me forget about my Oshi graduating. I don't want to single anyone out, but I have been thinking that you were probably having a hard time. I'm not gonna lie. I have been thinking it probably has been a hard time for you specifically. I had a terrible motion sickness in every vehicle other than a boat when I was a kid. Other than a boat? That's so weird, because boats normally are the things that people struggle the most with. I don't. I was made to exist in water, but I don't say that because I'm a water snake, but I feel like I could have been. What? You mean to tell me that I wouldn't tell any difference because I'm mostly musically illiterate? I'm saying I have no doubts that some people might not be as tuned in tempo-wise, but there is one song specifically that is incredibly off time, delayed as fuck. There is. When I grew up, I got over it. Now I am only seasick. See, that's the most common thing. That is the common thing. Fun fact, la única ocasión que me dio motion sickness fue en un viaje del cole de Perú a 3.300 metros de altura. Bueno, pero eso se entiende. Eso se entiende. La falta de oxígeno. I never expected you to aim so high that you wanted to impress and musically gifted two people in the YouTube space. But I do. Anytime that I do something like singing, if I don't do it well, I'll explode. If I don't do it to my standards, I will puke. Yeah, I have my mental blockages. Ruby Gilman connection again? I still have to watch that movie. Was about to say the same thing about motion sickness. Yep. I'm not seasick either, but looking at my phone in the bus makes me feel really bad. Yeah, you have like bad motion sickness. I've met people who couldn't even play video games if they were in 3D because of the motion sickness, which is really terrible, like really bad. Whoa, okay. Elyssia, this is one of your old messages. If you want to control your pain, concentrate strongly in how and what exactly are you feeling as pain and try to create an imaginary signal that can match it and concentrate in that. I don't understand it, but I am intrigued. I don't understand what you mean, but has that worked for you? The power of imagination? I do like Yomi for comfort stream. Her accent has very distinct and interesting. When I think you rated into her the first time I saw her, her laugh is also infectious. I think Yomi is fucking comfy as fuck. I love the comfy vibes that Yomi has. All things considered, I'm handling this loss much better than I did my favorite blonde gremlin. I am surprised at that. But I'm happy about that. I'm glad, even if it is surprising. It doesn't need to make sense. It's just how it is. But I am glad that you're handling it better. Okay. And that's it for the stuff that I hadn't read before. Guys, I read all of the previous stuff. Pero lee la otra parte también. No vi otra parte. No, si había una segunda parte, no me apareció a mí. Oh, hey, I can end the poll, by the way. You guys did in 50-50. That's surprising. That's surprising. My friend Kao has been really embracing the singing thing. Like 7 or 8 years ago, I asked her if she wanted to do a Dragon Nest YouTube channel with me, and she was like, oh, I have a trucker voice though. Oh, we all hate our voices though. We have to get used to it. When you're a streamer or a content creator, you really have to get used to your own voice because this is not easy. Oh goodness, it's not like I heard my Oshi sing when she didn't even know what it meant to sing, and she literally had terrible singing skills, but she had so much darn fun doing it. It was fun. I know, and like, I get it because I also watch some streams. I'm not gonna give names, obviously, but I also tuned in to some karaoke streams of people that I don't consider were singing well, but it was the infectious joy of their singing that made me want to watch the streams. So I know what that feels like, and I know why it's appealing, and I know. But I don't think it's something you can fake, for starters, and I don't think I can even fake or genuinely just let myself go and enjoy. I would be marred by anxiety. And you would feel no joy. You would feel anxiety. Keep making excuses, keep feeding my ego, I'll continue to scream at the wall. It's not an excuse, it's an explanation. Why isn't the wall listening? The wall is listening, and it's giving you explanations. Nowadays, she's working on her singing to the point she now calls herself a V-singer. Nice! As I've said before, the last stream of the year, I think. You know, it's things that you can train. It's definitely things that you can train. My oldest sibling got motion sickness from finding Nemo video game. Oh man, that's terrible. That is terrible. Sí, te funciona, pero no es sencillo. Me gustaría tener la explicación completa en Discord si no te molesta, porque no encontré el segundo mensaje. She became decent at singing and still isn't good, but it's not ear piercing. Yomi's art is also insane. Yomi's art is insane, bro. She's so good. Yomi's adorable and incredibly say-so, and her laugh gives me life. She is! She's all of those things! Ten en cuenta que la base es tu cerebro tiene límite para procesar que recibe de cada parte del cuerpo. Si consigo replicar algo igual a lo que siento y lo amplifico, como es algo que he creado en mi cabeza, no es realmente nada, así que no duele. Interesting. I don't know that I understand it enough to try it, but I want to. I want to. Love you to pieces, Ellie. I'm looking forward to this week. I'm looking forward to playing Infinity Nikki tomorrow. Guys, there are events, and I am blocked from every single one of them because I have to advance more in the main storyline so that I can unlock the last few things that the game won't let me do until I get them by storyline. I need to progress. I need to progress on Nikki. I'm really looking forward to playing Nikki tomorrow. So looking forward to it. I gotta get something I want to do soon. I hope it's not too cringe, still getting ready for it. I'm sure that whatever it is, it's going to be appreciated and it's not gonna be cringe. Cringe... As long as you do something with passion, cringe is dead. And I'll die on that hill. Lo de leer la otra parte del mensaje es la de los 3.300 metros de altura. Te faltó la mitad de la frase y la parte 2. No, la leí en mi cabeza. Lo de tu profesora. I just didn't feel like I had much to add of value to that. Your love will be tested hard in Bioshock. True. True. The bottom of Ellie's chat, I missed it. We are so close. We are so close. ST, how are you? How are you, ST? Welcome to the channel. Welcome to the pit. I hope you enjoy your time here. Though, fair warning, the time is running out. We are closing the stream. We are trying to wrap up and leave. I hate my voice. It makes me shocked. It took me 2 years of high school to be diagnosed with autism. I think everyone hates their voices, though. I wouldn't say that that's an autism thing. I think everyone hates their voices, at least. I have never met someone who could listen to their own voice recorded and be okay with it unless they have ample training for it. Like, think about it this way. I've been technically training myself to listen to my own voice because being a content creator, it's one of the things you will do over and over again. You will listen to your voice constantly for more than the 3 years that you've known me for. And I still fucking hate my voice. Imagine how long it takes. Not for everyone, of course. Some people can get over it faster, but I feel like that's something that happens to everyone. Do I send something to you in DMs or shall I drop something at the server? Well, it would highly depend on what that something is. That's the problem. Ellie's the weird siren. All of the others lull men into complacency. She just makes them stress over taxes and stuff. No! I never want to stress anyone. Testing, testing. What are you testing? To be fair, we do not know if the walls are not listening. We can only confirm they are not responding. Ooh, good point. Good point. Still, Ellie is by far my go-to comfy VTuber. How? 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 There's no way in hell. Better hurry, you got like 2 days left to run a week-long event. I will kill myself. Well, tomorrow we are going to unlock it and we are going to see if I get any opportunities to do the event. Wow. 1 day, 2 days? I have 2 days left? Awesome. Awesome. That's so cool. No, that's great. That's great. That's awesome. I was 11 when that happened. I learned that later what really happened, and still to this day, I don't know what to think about my directora del cole. I think we all have at least one traumatic... Well, is that too presumptuous to assume that we all have at least one semi-traumatizing experience with a school person? Am I projecting? At least it's you and me. Is it a LATAM thing? Because you were at in Peru at the time. Is it a LATAM thing? Am I projecting? Everyone else sounds way more normal, but the thing is that they sound more normal to you, but if they listen to themselves, they'll hate it. Everyone hates their voices for sure. I mean, I am on the spectrum myself, albeit only slightly, but yeah, I have tried YouTuber for like 15 years. Like, I haven't met a single person in life that didn't hate their own voice, at least at first. If I could turn my vocal cords out and replace them with a little microphone Sam speech box, no one would ever hear me again. So that's what I mean. I imagine a streamer's voice inside Ellie saying, "You will never leave. We will never let you go." I don't want to leave. I mean, I want to wrap up the stream and be good at actually finishing my streams. Oh, it's been 3 hours. I need to run. I need to rush. Ah! I would always record videos and delete them in editing because I hated how it sound. Mood. I understand that. I understand that. I will keep praying to hear Ellie sing Lilium one day. I'm so sorry to burst your bubble, but that's not gonna happen. That's a soprano. That's a soprano song. And I'm like the opposite, almost the opposite of a soprano. It's not gonna happen. It wasn't until I actually streamed and didn't have the time to listen to myself before it went live that I was able to upload anything with my voice in it. And then February happened. Yeah, I personally as a streamer do check out my VODs. It's part of my process because I also want to edit stuff out. So eventually, if you want to do that, you will have to get used to it again. But having no choice in when it goes out in public does help a lot in that, I would assume. Elyssia Barris. It's true! No, it's not. Baritone. What is a soprano and how is it different from a baritone? So, this might be too long of an explanation for this moment, but basically what I'm talking about is singing ranges. There are different ranges with different names. Baritone is a male voice range, so is... oh, I don't remember the name of it right now. I'm really not in the space for it. My favorite, like, weirdest fucking... The one that is so low, but I don't remember the name right now. But yeah, soprano is like the highest. Tenor? I think there's one below that. Isn't there one below that? But yeah, soprano is like the highest range for women. Yuck, singing Mambo Jambo. I'm sorry that I care about training. Today was the last holiday until Easter. Damn. Wait, what about carnavales? Oh, maybe you don't have carnavales. To get going now, though, thanks for the streaming. Goodbye, Nomi! Goodbye! It's not traumatizing, but it's why she had that on her person. Yeah, but it's like this feeling of like I said semi-traumatizing because it's not like trauma, but it's like you can't see them the same way. You can't think of, like, you don't know how to think of them. There's something off. Pretty sure I had my opinion from a song. I can't remember that I sensed how she will sound amazing singing Lillian, but the impression you have might not be compatible with reality in that sense, because like what you might think I'm capable of doing might not be something I'm actually capable of doing. In fiction, they very often picture larger things to have lower... Oh, in fiction, they very often picture larger things to have lower pitched voices. I believe that is accurate to how things work. Like, even lions, if you pitch them up, actually sound like cats. Yes, and that is because of that has to do with, like, a lot of, like, the physics of resonance and the space of resonance. Like, bigger things have bigger resonance boxes, and it also has to do with the way that waves travel. So, for example, if you really did the physical analysis, like the actual, like, this is how nature works analysis, Tinkerbell shouldn't be able to understand fucking anyone, because the way that the waves of sound travel and the way they reach her ear, voices of humans would be so low-pitched that it would be difficult to distinguish the actual words we're saying. There are analyses and stuff, but yeah, Lydia, if you want to understand more about it, I don't quite know how I would search it, but I guess I would search singing range names, name of singing registries, like that kind of thing might give you good results to understand a bit more. The smaller the audience compared to Ellie, the lower her voice would sound. If that's how things work, if I was a kaiju, yeah. Not gonna lie, I do kind of want to quit my job and just focus on my creative works, but I know I can't do that even if I can afford a few months without income. I must get sustainable income first before I quit. That's the smart thing. That is the smart way to do it, and that is the way that I would recommend, because it's the smarter thing. It's the responsible thing. Counter-argument, Tinkerbell is a literal fucking magical fairy. Oh, no, absolutely. She can understand things. She can, because there's magic involved. But I'm talking, like, the science of it for the purposes of this conversation. Ellie's very knowledgeable about that, but I guess it does make sense for her to know these things. I've been training in singing for a long time, guys. I've been training in singing for a long time. I'm gonna wrap it up. Also, Ellie explains entire music concepts. Well, I didn't explain them. I went in a little bit of a tangent, but I didn't quite explain. Okay, that's the bottom of the chat. That's the bottom of the chat. So, I'm gonna go now for real. Thank you, everyone, for coming. Did I say anything about resolutions? Here's my resolutions. Getting healthier about my relationship with my own work and finishing minimum 2 projects. I want to finish 2 fucking projects this year. One of them, hopefully I'll get in this first few months of the year. The other one, probably later in the year, because I don't want to rush myself and, like, pressure myself to finish it faster. But at least 2 projects I want to finish this year. This has to be the fucking year that I do these things. One of them has been in the works for so fucking long. Both of them have been in the works for so fucking long. Those are my resolutions. I can't tell you shit about them, because if I do, I ruin the surprise. So, trust. Trust and believe. What about that thing you wanted to talk about? That was the burnout combo. That was the burnout combo. Bye-bye, I'm going now for real. Goodbye! I'm also gonna buy... I'm also gonna go. I'm going. Thank you, everyone, for coming. Thank you for being here. And thank you for, you know, taking everything that I said and well. And thank you for the super chat. Thank you. It means the world to me. Thank you. I'm also gonna go bye. Bye. No, seriously, thank you for the reassurance, and thank you for everything. And I'll see you tomorrow for Nikki. I'll do Infinity Naked tomorrow. Don't miss it. We're gonna do story. No, but for real, thank you for the reassurance. Thank you for being here. I appreciate it a lot. And have a great new year. Do we need scotch tape for her mouth at this point? Have a great new year, guys. Happy 2025. Okay, thank you. Bye. Don't forget to stretch. Don't forget to drink plenty of water. Try to eat nutritiously and try to sleep 7 to 9 hours. And most important of all, oh my God, super chats. Be kind to yourself and to others, okay? Thank you, Nirwanda, for being here for 16 months. I hope that you've been enjoying and that you keep enjoying. Gracias por todo. No, gracias a vos. Rancor, thank you so much for the super chat. It means the world to me. It really does. Thank you. Nobody wants to see the streams turn into an obligation or you to otherwise run yourself ragged. And I appreciate that. I really do. So... Goodbye! Don't forget to stretch, don't forget to drink plenty of water, try to eat nutritiously and try to sleep 7 to 9 hours, and most important of all, try to be kind to yourself and to others, okay? Take care.